Okay, as usual, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, as usual, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, as usual, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, the is here. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. And today we're gonna play Dislyte again. And 2 days ago we did all in BADRUN gacha. We're gonna continue that today, and also with all the shimmer legendaries, all the changes that I have on my own. So I cannot test the ones that I don't have, but I'm gonna make use of the ones that I actually have, which is Jiang Julie and Petros. So let's get to it. And also, I just realized that BADRUN got buffed. So we're also gonna see that. We're gonna take a look at that. Okay. And so as usual, I'm very, very tired today. I'm insanely busy. And also, just now I got a blackout in my house, so the light just came up, and so I need to babysit my sons before the light comes back. And now they are actually fighting, and now they are crying in their room.
Broadcast for you. Hello, my friend. This is B Tom. On November 5th.
Can you guys hear that? Yeah, they are crying. So yeah, so tired. Anyway, we're gonna continue. So I'm just gonna do my dailies for now, while also we're gonna try Countess sonica. Also probably the new silver legendaries first. But first I'm gonna go through the buff that BADRUN got. And also I didn't realize it at first. You know, when I just read there his skills, then I just realized, wait, the number is different with the one that I actually read in the patch notes. So yeah, so it's a good thing. Like, he got buffed, and apparently it's definitely still not enough for any of you to consider using him. Like, definitely, I also do not recommend pulling him. Like, you know, I told all of you that, you know, let me just be the only one who pull BADRUN. Like, this is a gamble. Like, because BADRUN can work with any Esper, whether it is now or in the future. You know? So he is already okay right now, but what I'm waiting for is in the possibility that in the future there's gonna be an Esper that really can make use of his skill set. And by that time, because BADRUN can only work at Resonance 6, so if you don't have him at Resonance 6, there is no way for you to ever gonna realize this. So that's why I need to pull him to Resonance 6, because if anybody were to realize that thing, is only for those who have BADRUN at Resonance 6. So yeah, that's why. And hello, hi Alol, and also RB, welcome to the stream. Bang si Bang Lins ambil R2. Hah? Maksudnya ambil R2? Lins bukannya clubmate gua ya? Lins itu Lins ini kan? Sini kan? Oh iya itu ya. Oh, ada chat. Weh, BADRUN, asik. Bisa naikin skor FF lu nggak? Kenapa ya Moriyamaku nggak ada sakitnya kas lu mukul Sucu siapa? Apakah karena kalah attack kah? Hah? Suicai kali. Suicai Esper. Bukan counternya. Ini mah udah langsung kejawab ini. Kayaknya Hehe juga udah langsung jawab deh ini. Usually Suicai will be paired with Chuyao, and Chuyao prevents critical hit on happening to Suicai. So your Moriyama who depends on critical damage a lot cannot kill anyone that is protected by Spirit Aegis. Okay, from Chuyao. So that's why. Veteran. R2 veteran. Lead switch-nya R6 kah? Emang susah di-kill level parah ya R6. Lagi S3 sia-sia habis infinite. No. Ya kalau switch R6 nggak sama meta Yunchuan switch R6 juga. Moro merasa berapa bang? Lu pakai Moro di pitball atau point war? Ya kadang-kadang. Terus semuanya bisa kalau Suje kita bisa gitu baru bisa. Pada Yunchuan tuh dulu S3 Moro pakai S1 aja dulu sampai pas terus Yunchuan Suicai jangan di hit sama sekali jadi ya Moro stack bla 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 bla. Kalau stack udah cukup baru kasih itu, tapi kalau mau lebih safe lawan Arna mau juga. Ayo Moro stack pasif, mau yang finishing tapi tetap ada. Stack pasif Momo harus tinggi S3 Momo di sini gue buat finish aja jangan saya pakai malah. Misalnya cuma berugi pengalaman aja sih. So different. Lusang itu masih full Albon. Albon tuh apa lagi? Abilimon. I was wondering what is Albon. Abilimon. Okay. No. If you want to use Lushang on PvP, then yes, you need his Abilimon to be at max. But if you don't use Lushang on PvP, then he doesn't need Abilimon at all. Udah tinggal sedikit, lebih bagus jangan dinaikin skill Lusang, ada gunanya juga di faucet Lusang no skill. R0, kalau gitu coba build moral lu tanpa sebenarnya start attack doang pakai Warset, kalau itu ada masuk itu Suicai plus Cuil, tapi kemarin dia nggak bisa one shot Esper lainnya. Okay, let me answer, okay? Straight to the point, and I know Lynch's problem, okay? Itu Suicai. Is it like this? Itu Suicai biasanya selalu bareng sama Chuyao. Jadi kenapa Moro lu nggak bisa bunuh Suicai-nya? Kalau tebakan gua pasti soalnya ada Spirit Aegis. Jadi nggak crit damage Moro lu. Counternya tinggal bawa Everett selesai. And then the Lushang. I'm gonna answer the Lushang. Okay. Terus buat Lushang, kalau Abilimon seret, ini jangan kasih ke dia. Hanya dia tanpa Abilimon juga bagus. Udah cukup. Abilimon dia cuma berguna di PvP. Itu juga perlu silence-nya. Okay, that's it. Is my R1 Unas worth smiling up now? Oh my god, you have R1 Unas. That's good. Hi Tahut, Ichigo, welcome to the stream. Yes. So yeah, RV, that's to answer Lynch's question. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. Okay. All right. So, let's continue. Okay, where were we? I'm still doing dailies. So we're just gonna hear. I mean, skilling up. Okay, I was thinking, is your R1 Unas worth smiling up now? Yes, yes. Why not? I was thinking, why are you not smiling with R1 Unas? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Let me get to Unas first because I don't have Unas, so I need to read his skill first, like whether he's worth scaling up or not.
That's what some
Damage
people
increase.
call me.
Damage increase, damage increase. Damage increase is always optional. Remember this. Because damage increase is only the difference between you dealing low damage or big damage, and that's it. Okay? It is more important to increase. First of all,
like
is
I've
the
met another
cooldown.
interesting
Okay?
person
The
on my
cooldown
travels
decrease is
today.
the most important part of you giving abilimon to espers. And then the second one is to increase the accuracy. Okay, so if your skill is needed, like if you pretty much need this defense down, like if you want to bring
like I've
Unas
met
and
another
you don't
interesting person on my
and you want
travels
to
today.
make use of the defense down, so you don't need to bring any other esper that to inflict the defense down. You can rely on your Unas. Then yes, increasing the chance is important. Okay. Also, because it is only increased up to 60%, even though
Looks
he
like
hits
I've met
3
another
times,
interesting person on my
it
travels
still has a
today.
chance to fail. Okay, but it is a very high accuracy because you hit three times. Okay, so you have 3 chances of inflicting the defense down with 60% chance. So it's quite all right. It's not as good as 100%, just like
Looks like
you know,
I've met another
someone like
interesting
Pritzker, for
person on
example,
my
like
travels
Pritzker
today.
stun. Why is it very, very reliable? Because it hits 3 times with 100% accuracy. Okay, so it is very, very reliable. So the passive cannot be upgraded, so I don't care about the passive. The last one is just the damage. So
Looks like I've
this
met
is
another
your
interesting
aim.
person on my
Okay,
travels
cooldown
today.
reduced by 1 turn. This is your aim. Okay, so to answer your question, whether it is important to abilimon Unas or not, here it is. This is. So Unas is an insanely good PvE esper right now because
Looks
of
like
this.
I've met
He
another interesting
inflicts
person
shear
on my
now.
travels today.
The new update, the shimmer adjustment, gives Unas shear. That means that the 2 debuffs that is very, very important in PvE content right now, the Seer and Defense Down, can be inflicted by Unas alone. So if you reduce the
Looks
cooldown
like
of
I've
this
met another
to
interesting
only 3
person on my
turns,
travels
if
today.
he is fast enough, then it is a permanent sear on your enemies. Because you inflict the sear on the enemy, it lasts for 2 turns, but if Unas can manage to move 1 turn faster than the enemy, that means that by the time the enemy lose their sear,
Looks like
Unas
I've
can
met
inflict
another
the sear
interesting person
again.
on my
So it is a
travels today.
almost a permanent sear on the enemy. Okay, so it is very, very important to skilling up Unas' 3rd skill. If you can get the cooldown reduced by 1 turn, then it is really, really good. The first ability, if you can get to level 5, then it is
Looks
great.
like I've
So
met
that means
another
that,
interesting
like
person on my travels
just like
today.
what I said just now, you can inflict sear and defense down solely coming from Unas himself. Okay, but again, if you have limited amount of abilimon, then there is a workaround to this. You can always use someone like
Looks like I've met
Sachiko
another
to
interesting
reduce the
person on
cooldown
my
of your
travels
Unas,
today.
or you can also use someone like Sujue to reduce the enemy's resist, so they can you have a higher chance of inflicting your defense down to your enemies, and you can always bring some other esper to inflict the defense down. Mostly
Looks like I've
right
met
now, because
another interesting
everybody
person on
have
my travels today.
Elif except me, then Elif already have a permanent defense down. So yeah, that's where you can you know, use some other esper to inflict the defense down. Thanks, I'm about to max
Looks
kill
like
him
I've
now.
met
I have
another
about
interesting
75
person
abilimon.
on
What
my
the fuck?
travels
Then yeah, you're in no trouble with abilimon. Okay, so yeah, it's important to increase his abilimon. The damage is not important. The damage is not important. It's just a bonus damage. Okay, mostly your
Looks
damage
like
will
I've
come
met
from your
another
main DPS.
interesting
This is
person
just
on my
like a
travels
bonus.
today.
It's the difference between whether you deal 100 million damage or 100.1 million damage. Okay, it's just that much difference. because he is not the main DPS in your team. So his damage is just a bonus add-on. It is very important if you are a rank 1 PvE player, like just 100,000 damage will be the difference between rank 1 and 2, but for normal players this damage increase is not important. So yeah, if you can aim for the cooldown and the accuracy, and that's
Looks
it.
like I've met another interesting person on my trip.
So yeah, that's the purpose of Abilimon. So that's why if you ever see Esper to judge whether you need to give them Abilimon or not, this is where you definitely need to give them Abilimon. This is one of the best example whether giving them Abilimon or not is like heaven and hell, you know, the difference. Like the difference between Oli with Abilimon and Oli without Abilimon is whether your Oli is useful or useless. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, I was gonna go and see. Where was I just now? Oh yeah, Unas, just Unas. Okay, so let's continue with the dailies. We're gonna do some dailies first before I go to. Wait, my dailies is actually PvP. So yeah, let's go see our Shimmer Legendary Esper. Also, I also do want to try trying out the defender lineup because I don't have a defender lineup. So I've been trying. The other day, I've been trying to put BADRUN in Immortal team, which is the best way to use him because he moves really slow. So before he has a chance to move, you might already die first, and that's why I put him in a Immortal lineup. But there is also an option to put him in a defender lineup. Yeah, this is a free win, but I don't want to waste my ticket, so I'm gonna pick a team where there is no Wuyo. Okay, I hate Wuyo because if there's Wuyo, I cannot bring any AOE DPS Esper. They're gonna die straight away. Yes. RV, you remind me. Yes, that's what I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna tell you the buff first before I use him. Okay. Yeah, BADRUN got buffed. So let me show you first. It already happened the day he got released, but I just realized right now. Okay, because in the PTR testing, his number is not that big. So first of all, the first one that he got buffed is this one, the Resonance one of BADRUN. Previously, it ignores 10% of the target's defense when attacking. It's now 20% of the target's defense. Pulled him last night, pure luck. I didn't even want him. How does he work? Yeah, you can see how will he work in here. Okay, so ignores 20% of the target's defense when attacking. So this one got buffed. So this one is actually quite okay, and the rest is still the same. Okay, now going to his abilities. Okay, the abilities, this one, I'm not really sure about this buff, but it is 150% attack. It's higher than a standard normal damage of S1 Esper. I mean Esper S1 damage. It's the benchmark for ability 1 damage is normally 120% damage. Now this one 150% damage, and it reduces the target's maximum HP by an amount of equal 100% of the damage dealt. Okay, so this one is okay. I mean, some of the Esper that can reduce the enemy's maximum HP only reduce by 50% of the damage dealt. Some of them also reduce 100% of the damage dealt. This one take the higher part, the 100% of the damage dealt. Okay, now the buff part is in here. Look at this. Now this one, the ability 3, reduce the maximum HP of the enemy with the highest PP by an amount of equal to 200% of the damage dealt. Like there is no other Esper that reduce the enemy's maximum HP by 200% of the damage dealt. Like that is insane. Let me compare with this one. Look at this.
Is there a new
Yeah. This one reduces the enemy's maximum HP by 20% of the enemy's maximum HP. Wait, who else reduces the enemy's maximum HP? Wait, I forgot. I suddenly forgot. Who else reduced the enemy's maximum HP? I see. I think I can search with reduce maximum HP down. That one. Okay. So this one, like this one. What is it? This one. Reduces the target's maximum HP upon a critical hit. Reduction 50% damage. So this is like I said just now. 50% of Archibald's damage. It's very, very low. Not to mention that Archibald is not a DPS, so that is insanely low. This one also reduces their maximum HP capacity, reduction 100% damage, and she is also not a DPS, so this is insanely low, but 100% damage. And this one, now this one doesn't reduce the enemy's maximum HP, right? Oh, this one reduces the enemy's maximum HP capacity, reduction 50% of the damage dealt. Again, 50%. This one is 100% of her damage, I think, if I believe. So reduced amount, 100% of damage dealt. Look at that. So a lot of Esper reduced by their damage dealt, either by 100% or 50%. So that's why Yuhime is a good Esper, because she reduced the enemy's maximum HP by 20% of their maximum HP, not based on her damage. So even if Yuhime doesn't have any damage, I believe it will reduce the enemy's maximum HP by the same. Okay. Now for this one,
wanna see a little fire?
This one, it reduces their maximum HP capacity, reduction 80% pursuit attack damage. Look at that. So again, there is nobody that get even close to 200% of what BADRUN has. So if you can give BADRUN like a really high damage, then he can eventually like reduce the enemy's maximum HP by a lot. Okay. So Luoyan being the best maximum HP reduction here, it reduces maximum HP of all enemies by 30% of their maximum HP. So if the enemy have high HP, then this will reduce by a lot. Okay. But that's why BADRUN is a unique Esper, because he is able to reduce by 200% of the damage. This is what I meant by the buff. Like BADRUN got buff in this number, in this department. So he gets a little bit better in PvP because of this, because you cannot reduce the boss's maximum HP with this. But then again, this one, even without any of this, like the damage of his attack is quite high for a support. He is a support, okay? So he is a support who can inflict high damage. And that's why he is alright in my opinion. But I do not recommend you to invest on him. Like, he is just for fun, because he will never increase your score, whether in PvP or in PvE. He only changed the gameplay of your Esper. Okay, so if you do want to have fun, then grab him. But if you do not, then do not. Like it's a gamble. Like what I like about him is that his skill set is still useful, whether it is to be used for the current Esper that you have right now or for future Espers. Because any new Esper that come out from now on, every one of them can be paired with BADRUN. You know? Because every single Esper will rely on their third skill, except for a Pursuit Esper. So that's why it will change their gameplay. So if I don't have BADRUN, I cannot test their interaction. Okay, so I need BADRUN at Resonance 6 to test their interaction. So if in the future they're gonna come out an OP pair, then I will be able to find that out. Okay, just like Javid and Archibald. Okay, the story about Javid and Archibald is, do you only need one copy of him, or is R2 a lot better to get? No. BADRUN is a Resonance 6 Esper. You need him at Resonance 6. He is totally useless below Resonance 6. So yeah. Hence why I need to pull him to Resonance 6. So, like just the story. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of story about Javid and Archibald. So a long time ago, there comes a lion esper that everybody was, excited for. And they look at the design, and the lion is really, really good. The design is insanely good.
Customers' letters.
Look at this. Okay. So, when everybody got excited about Javid, they were talking a lot about him. And then when he came out, his skill set, how to say, disappoint a lot of players. Okay, because it doesn't do that much damage, back then. And when that happens, I was probably the only one who pulled him. Like a lot of players pulled him for the design, just for collection only. But I pulled him because I know, I like percentage HP damage. So when I saw that he deals percentage HP damage in here, I pulled him. Okay, I like him. And then comes out after that, Mavis and Archibald. Okay, Mavis and Archibald came out, both of them. And Mavis was so good with the Graveless playstyle that everybody was talking about her. Nobody was ever talking about Archibald. So when that happened, I pulled Archibald out of spite, actually, because he also deals percentage HP damage. So I pulled him, and voila, with some accident, I paired them up together, and they come out the best pair in this game. So yeah, that's a little story. So it might happen with BADRUN, but for BADRUN to work, you need to have him at Resonance 6. So that's why I just pull him. Okay, so he will change the play style of my Esper, whether now or in the future. So by then I can test them out and see the interaction between him and the newer Esper. My God, the first Esper, Dislyte got me on. I was so mad after I pulled for him. Really, Javid? Hey, if you want to make use of Javid, just go here. Okay, this is Javid. Here, let me show you how Javid works. Archibald. Okay, both of them have no equipment. It means they have the lowest amount of damage they can possibly do. Okay, the enemy is at level 100, meaning that they have the maximum amount of HP that they can have. I'm gonna give Javid the captain, so we have a little bit bonus of attack in here, or maybe not. Let's just purely without any damage at all in here. So let me just show you how much damage he gonna deal. Hopefully he doesn't die. He died. Okay, we need them to hit the Clara. Okay, so now we're gonna push them up. Now here, let me see, is Archibald moving next? Yes, so they need to move together in order for you to do this. Okay, so give the Judgment Seal to everyone, and because this is a silver debuff, it will never miss. Now we're gonna put one swing next. This is the combo. Just put this next to the enemy. Now just look at the enemy. Okay, every time they move, they're gonna receive true damage based on their maximum HP. Look at that. They are killing themselves. This is the combo of Javid and Archibald. Every time they move, look at this. Every time they move, for the next 2 turns, the duration of the debuff, they're gonna kill themselves. Look at that. Without any equipment, I dealt almost 90% of their HP. Look at that. I think it's 80%. 80% of their maximum HP. Within 2 turns of them all moving. And they cannot do anything to me because one swing is a silence. The carrier can only use the basic ability. Okay. Now, another combo that you can do with this is to pair them up with Ethan, the 3 support Esper that can actually deal more damage than an actual DPS. Look at this. Okay, so now look at this. Okay, a little bit explanation on how that works just now. Here's Judgment Seal. When the target inflicted with Judgment Seal takes a hit, deals splash damage, also true damage, to 2 of their teammates, excluding the carrier themselves, randomly. Splash damage 5% of their maximum HP up to 50% of Javid's attack. Okay, so every time they take hit from any source, they gonna hit their other 2 of their friends, and the 3 of them will receive percentage HP damage. Okay, this is Judgment Seal. Now, for Archibald, one swing, every time at the end of the carrier's turn, deals true damage to all members of the carrier's team. True damage 5% of the target's maximum HP. So, every time the enemy finishes his move, all 5 of them will receive damage. And this damage, all of them will trigger the Judgment Seal. This one, the Judgment Seal. It will deal splash damage, so this guy will receive a damage from the one swing, attack damage, deal splash damage to 2 random allies, and then this guy also take damage from the one swing, deal damage to 2 random allies, and this guy also take damage from the one swing, deal splash damage to 2 random allies. So in one turn, at the end of someone moving, everybody will receive a total of 10 hits. No. Each one of them will receive, I think it's around wait, 1, 2, 3, 5, 15 hits. A total of 15 true damage happening at the end of someone's turn when they move. So that's what happened. Now, the combo with Ethan is that one swing, the carrier can only use the basic ability, okay? It is a silence. Now, what Ethan do in here is that Panic Gaze, basic abilities from any unit inflicted with Panic Gaze, remove magic rune from their target. Upon using basic abilities, the carrier also takes true damage, 20% of their maximum HP. Okay? So, what happens if we pull all of them? Let's go. We can manage to put all of them. Kablam. So, Judgment Seal, Panic Gaze, and also one swing. Okay, so now once somebody move, although this guy got stunned, so they're not gonna move. Okay, but at the end of them moving, this is what happens. Come on, kablam! And then this guy attack. He got 20% maximum HP damage as damage. Kablam 20%, and then all those true damage, and then 20%, and all true damage. Okay, now we still have one more turn duration, so we're gonna just move. Let them move again. Now this one, look at this. Kablam, 20% Panic Gaze, then all the 15 true damage, 20% 15 true damage, 20% 15 true damage, 20% 15 true damage. Look at this. Without any equipment, I dealt almost 100% of their maximum HP. This is the power of the buff. Okay, so that's why something that changes the way your gameplay works is going to have something in the long run. Okay, so I'm hoping that BADRUN gameplay, his skill set in here, because it is so unique, this omnipotent elixir and elixir search. I'm hoping that in the future I can make use of this, just like how Javid, Archibald, and Ethan combo is. Okay, any advice on what content R2 Raven can be used in? Nope, none. What does Resonance 2 do? What does Resonance 2 Raven
letters. Can't let him get dirty.
This has the cooldown for Sunset. Nothing much actually. You can just use him for this content for now. This one, the Sonic Rift. You can use Raven in Sonic Rift if you want, for that extra 1 hit damage to everyone. But aside from that, there are not many applications for Raven. Like, she is a situational character, so I cannot say that you need her for certain content, because every time the content requires you to dispel the enemy's buff, then your first thought should be Raven, because Raven have 100% chance to dispel all the buffs the enemy have. Like, she is the ultimate dispeller, and that's all, you know. So that's the only thing that you should think about Raven. Now I'm gonna try to pair up Veteran in here. I don't think I will do good, but let me just see. Let me just pair up with a defender lineup. I want to make a defender lineup, but I never you know, succeed in doing that. So let me just try with Nathaniel, Yukine. Where is Yukine? And probably Sakura. Yeah, Sakura. Let's go with Sakura. Okay, so Captain. I think Metadru is okay. Let's just use Metadru as captain. So we're gonna analyze this, okay? Team 2, yeah, just leave it as it is. I don't know if I can win this. Probably not, because this guy deals true damage. So I will definitely gonna die. But I do want to see first, like how the rotation goes with this lineup. Let's see. Okay, them. Metadru die. This guy almost die. Yes, we're gonna die, definitely. Yeah, I never able to make a defender lineup because I don't have Wuyo. So I cannot counterattack the enemy's damage if they keep on moving before it's my turn to move. So yeah. This one also not gonna be great. We're so gonna die, definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's just try using this one. Something that tells me TA will be good pair up with Veteran is because TA gonna pull the Esper with the lowest AP, which in this case is actually Nathaniel. So I'm gonna put that out, and I'm gonna put Sally. Yes, let's put Sally. Okay. This looks okay, so let me just try this. So the purpose in here is for my TA to be able to pull, you know, the AP of Veteran, but she actually lose against the enemy's TA right now. But anyway, let's just keep watching. There we go, AP swap, and then. There goes Sakura protecting everyone. Hopefully we can survive. Then there we go. We are back to square one. So once we survive the initial burst from the enemy, it is our time. Oh my god, look at that. Wait. Look at Ahmed's maximum HP. Oh my god. Yeah, that is Veteran's third skill. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that HP. Wow, this Veteran's maximum HP reduction. Now Ahmed is totally useless. Like with this much HP, he won't be able to heal anyone. Oh my god. Although I am dying by my own Yukine, but we still have a chance. Let's just keep on going, you know. So the thing about Veteran is that even though he is a support, you can think of him as a DPS. Because of that third skill, you know, the third skill reduces the enemy's maximum HP by a lot while also inflict high damage. So once I get my engine going, because the thing about Veteran is that he will only reset his third skill if he casts his third skill while on, you know, Elixir Search. So at the very beginning of the battle, he gonna cast his third skill. It goes on cooldown because he just got his Elixir Search, and then he gonna cast his second skill, and then wait until 4 turns, and then he can cast his third skill again. So if in those 4 turns he is able to survive without dying at all, then he will retain his Elixir Search, and by that 4th turn, when he casts his third skill again, that's when he gonna be able to go crazy, because every time he make use of the Elixir Search, he gonna increase his AP by 30%, which means that he gonna move really fast, and then he gonna keep spamming his third skill, because every time he casts his third skill, he gonna refresh the Elixir Search. So once I got my engine going, we're gonna see some serious damage in here. Let's go. So he's still using his first skill. The enemy is healing themselves. So hopefully we can last a little bit longer. There we go. Okay, he's swapping our AP. It's bad for BADRUN because he is now at the very back. It was almost his turn. Now the moment he casts his third skill, now we will see his engine going. Okay. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Ow! Ah, we're dead! Ah, no! Yeah. This is the problem with BADRUN's rival. This is why I cannot put him in a speed team. Because he moves really slow. I mean, we need to play the long game. And that's why last time I mentioned that, you know, his best partner is Abigail. Let's remove this. His best partner is actually Abigail. Where is Abigail? Oh, it's in here. Let's take it. Let's take her first. His best pair is Abigail. Because when Abigail casts her second skill, it resets ability cooldowns for all allied Inferno Espers. And BADRUN is an Inferno. So, like just now, we saw that he needs to wait for 4 turns before he is able to do anything. So if we can reset his skill, it means that he will move straight away. Okay. So let's try this again. I'm gonna slow this down. Oh no, Tia's gonna die. Sakura, protect her. There we go. The omnipotent elixir. So yeah, BADRUN can protect allies by doing that. Okay. Although it is better to not use the omnipotent elixir, because if we can retain the omnipotent elixir, then they will get the elixir search things, which gonna make us able to spam our third skill. So like I said, BADRUN needs to be in a long battle. So PvP that finish really fast is not his thing. Like look at this, kablam! Now he gonna move really fast. Look at this. Look at BADRUN. He already used his third skill just now, and then somebody else move. Kablam! And then Ahmed move. Oh, hopefully Tia doesn't use the third skill. Okay, kablam! Third skill again. Look at BADRUN in here in this location. Look. Oh no, he didn't get the AP up. Why? Or probably Tia stole his AP back. So yeah, we will see. Oh no. Can I survive this? I don't know. Hopefully Abigail don't die. Give the omnipotent elixir. Ah, not to Abigail. Too bad. Ah, Abigail is dead. Dang it! Maybe not Yukine. Like Yukine is killing us here. Yeah.
Victory under the moon.
Wait. Huh? Huh? How did I win that? Oh! What is happening here? Oh my god, you can solo the whole thing? I didn't expect that. Let's just keep watching, okay? Yukine is soloing the whole thing. Did she manage to get the omnipotent elixir? No, he didn't. Oh yes, he got the omnipotent elixir. That's why. See, I told you. Like, I suspect this is what happened, you know, because when I was discussing this with my friend, we were talking about who is gonna be the best, you know, target for omnipotent elixir, and apparently the best target for omnipotent elixir is Yukine and Nathaniel. But the thing is that I cannot use them because I don't have a defender lineup. So look at this, like, because Yukine is so thick and she is able to just, you know, avoid getting disabled at all. So she is able to just keep on moving every turn. And with the amount of HP that she has, if she is protected by Sakura and she cannot die, this is what's gonna happen. Look at that damage. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes. This is how much damage Yukine can deal. And also with the help of the omnipotent elixir, like, you already hard to kill. Now you have a chance to you know, to resurrect yourself, to revive yourself if in any case you're gonna die. If somebody is able to kill you. Okay. And look at that, with just 4 Esper we managed to just kill them. This is also the strength of Mingsuo and Changji's combo. Oh my god! Why? it's already a tally. Dang it! I talk too much. So let's just continue with this. I'm gonna. Oh, look at this. This is the Yukine team. So I'm supposed to go back and climb up to 0.419. But should I just try to use Jiang Juli in here? I mean, let me just show you my Mingsuo. So this is my Mingsuo. Ta-da. Yeah, this is my usual team. So let's just try using Jiang Juli. So this is the best Jiang Juli lineup, but I also do want to experiment with this lineup a little bit. So let me try something. This, and then Sujue, and then Jiang Juli. We're gonna start with Jiang Juli, okay? Because Jiang Juli just got buffed recently. And let me see, Oli. I think Oli I'm gonna use not Everett. Which relic is good for Oli? Let me just try with this, with Fatum Sister. Like, I don't want him to die too fast. So I need a relic that gives him HP. But because I don't really have that many HP Esper, especially my only HP Esper is very, very slow usually because it's Adrena. And the Everett one, I'm using it for my Everett in my 0.4 team defense. Hi, Azure Dark, welcome to the stream. I'm watching from the gym on the treadmill, can't talk a lot. Okay, sure. Yeah, just watch this then. So, we are currently trying out Jiang Juli. Like the title says, we're gonna try all the shimmer adjustment. And, oh yeah, by the way, just now, Azure Dark, before you came, I tested BADRUN and Yukine, and it's actually working quite well. By accident, I found it by accident. You know, so Yukine and BADRUN is a really, really good combo in 0.4. But right now, let me see the last bit. I mean, let's just try BADRUN. And also, I found the best gear for BADRUN. like this one, Uran's gear, Uran's relic. So I usually use this for Uran, but right now because I don't have, I rarely use Uran. Like I can rename this for BADRUN, but let's just keep it Uran first. So why this, you ask me? Because BADRUN spam his third skill every turn. So with this, I can just spam this ally damage increase every turn. Okay, so it is a permanent harmony buff on all of my allies. And if I use my Uran's harmony set, it is a DPS set. Look at this: attack 3000, critical rate 70%, critical rate 140%.
Let's cut to the
And
chase.
yeah, let's just try this run, this one first. I'm gonna try hitting this. I don't know if I can survive, but we will see first. So let's just try. This is point 4, by the way. So we will see. Now, it's not gonna come out as we expect, like this. Look at this. We already got silence. So definitely a bad thing to happen to us. And so I definitely need to kill this one first, okay? And we got we already got frozen, all of us. I'm not surprised if all these Esper all use the snow relic. Let's do this. Kablam! Look at that. Yeah, again, as what we've tried the other day, 2 days ago, that this lineup's weakness is disables. Like debuffs is our worst enemy in this lineup. Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah. So we're so gonna die. Yeah, I cannot attack that. Like our biggest weakness is disable, and that guy have all snow gear. Okay, so let's try this one. Also, I'm still gonna die. Let's find an actual lineup that we can try hitting. I think this one is okay. Let's go. Again, a debuff, and it's a stun. So, okay, invincibility, that's a good start. So I'm gonna kill Leon first. Kablam! Okay, now use this. Kablam. Oh my god, he got silenced. But should be alright. So let's hit the Leon again. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna be killing Leon anytime soon. Hopefully we can survive a little bit longer. Yeah, no. we got petrified. Let's just leave. Again, like this is impossible, like to build this lineup without any clans. Especially when there are so many enemies like this. Okay. It was unlucky matchup, lol, too much self-CC. Not just that, like this is the problem with the current meta. Like all of them does not support me using BADRUN or all the Esper that can be paired up with him. Because he spam his third skill while there are like 1 million Wuyo user out there. Okay? And also Chehe with the disable. Like I can try using something else, like probably let me try a cleanse in here, can I? I'm gonna use permanent immunity, hopefully. Let's just use this one and this one. And then do that. You know, resist plus 50%. I don't know if I can move first, but let me just try. Can I survive this? Ooh, look at that. She gave it to Young Julie. Although I would love it to go to BADRUN, but let's just go out. Go with this first. Whoa. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, disable is the biggest enemy. I cannot even last that long. I gave you immunity to everyone, right? Oh, there's Chu Yao. Yeah, I forgot. Then let me try Sally. Should I? Anna is immunity AoE and has synergy with Maxi. Oh yeah. Anna would be a good pair then. But I actually wanted to try Jiang Chuli. Let me change it to Anna first. Let's go. For Anna,
People.
I like to give Anna a nether set. So let's just use this for now. Let's see. Try Sally too. Yes. Look at this. We have Lu Shang to block debuffs. We have Sally to prevent the permanent petrification. We have Anna for the immunity. So let me try again. Let's go. Can I survive this? And I the defense with more speed. Yes. Oh yeah, we don't have the Ollie. We don't have the Ollie in here. Dang it. Where is the Ollie? Although there is Momo, so we also cannot use Ollie to prevent that. Let's just change enemy. This is why I cannot test this. Let me just test this in Chaos Miracle. It's so much more reliable to just test it here. Let's see. Okay, let's just try this out with the lineup just now with Anna and then Lu Shang and probably not Sally. I'm gonna use Ollie and Mavis. These two. Okay. Yeah. So let's try. Kablam. That one. Then
This world should not be swallowed by darkness.
it's just auto. Hey, look at this.
This world should not be swallowed by darkness.
It's actually quite okay. I mean, like, we don't really see the use of BADRUN in here because the battle just end up too fast. The battle is too fast. Like BADRUN. Again, like I said, this is why I always prefer to pair up BADRUN with Abigail, because before he is able to spam his third skill, he needs to wait for 4 turns first, and that's his biggest weakness. So you need to pair him up with someone who can reset his skill, preferably someone like Eugene or Abigail. Like if I pair him up with Eugene, then I need him to have the lowest amount of HP. She's not gonna happen because we have Ollie in here. But we can actually do that. Wait, let me see. Which one give me the highest amount of HP? Blessing can be good. And then growth. Yeah. So, BADRUN is the lowest HP right now. Malam bang, BADRUN dapat buff apa tuh? Ketinggalan info. Hi Young One, welcome to the stream. I think the core team should be Mavis, Sujue, Ollie, and BADRUN. Yes. That's why. Like I cannot go away from Ollie, Mavis, Sujue, and BADRUN. You know, because he needs to be in a long battle. and then switch out the DPS with JJ or Ana, and that's what I did. In my team, I'm not focused on using Omnipotent Surge, I'm more focused on abusing the extra revive, letting JJ or Ana last longest. Yes, that's also one of the thing that we want to make use of BADRUN. Like, he give Omnipotent Elixir, like just now, the thing that worked just now was this. What is it? This one. And this one. Look at this. Just now, this one worked quite well. Not in this exact team, but because BADRUN gave Omnipotent Elixir to Yukine, like she is able to last longer than the enemy team. Before the enemy team all die by Blizzard. So this is also a viable strategy, you know. As long as you are able to get lucky and give Omnipotent Elixir to Yukine, then after everybody die, if Yukine is the only one who survived, like she is at least have one more chance to come back to life, okay, and to kill everybody else. The same idea with Nathaniel, okay. If Nathaniel, because he keeps on healing himself every time he counterattack, and he has 100% chance of counterattacking, just like Suichai. Like, as long as as long as the enemy doesn't deal like one hit KO on him, then he will always gonna be able to survive. And also, if you manage to kill him, he will come back to life with 30% maximum HP. I mean, 30% HP. Okay. Now, to answer Young One's question, the buff that BADRUN got is this one, the one that I didn't realize. This one reduces the maximum HP of the enemy with the highest HP by an amount equal to 200% of the damage dealt. Like, nobody has come close to this much maximum HP reduction. Like, this is huge. You know, if you can give a BADRUN like you know, quite high damage from his relic, like if he deal serious damage, then the enemy will get their HP reduced by a lot. Like just now, we happened to try it previously before you all came in Beat Bout, and the enemy Ahmed got his HP reduced by half in one skill cast. Yeah, but look at this. This is Yukine's ability. Look at that. Everybody is dying, but we can survive a little bit longer. Oh, we didn't get Omnipotent Laser to Yukine, so too bad. Yeah. So it depends on your luck. But after Mavis die, like everybody gonna come back alive again from Graveless and have a chance to prolong the battle a little bit longer. Yes. The problem is CC. Once we find a unit that can protect from CC's BADRUN will be great. Yes, yeah, 200% issues and mixed with Slack Body and overtime, it's insane. Yes, exactly. So, for those of you who haven't seen the combo of BADRUN and, you know, Chohong, we gonna show it to you guys here. Like this is the combo of BADRUN and Chohong. Let me just put Sakura and Lian here, so that everybody can survive, and also probably a Sally in here. Let's just put all the healer in there, and let's just make you know, let's just make this a maximum HP reduction battle. Like let's see. Now look at this S1. Now this is how slow BADRUN is without Abigail. You know, this is why you need. Oh, we already getting him to spam his third skill. So you need to wait until he is able to spam his third skill, and then he will start, you know, dealing some damage. Look at how fast this BADRUN is. Yeah, best pair. Look at that. It's only BADRUN and Chohong moving right now. Oh my god.
No shadow escapes.
Yeah, look at this. This is how fast BADRUN paired with Chohong is. But the thing is that it only ever happened to a passive team like a passive enemy like this. Look at this. Look at veteran speed in here. Look at that. This is veteran, kablam. And then there is Chohong. And then there is veteran again there. Look at the bottom. Chohong again. And then veteran is already at 50%. And then veteran again. And then Chohong again. And veteran again. Oh my god. And then we have already so much maximum HP reduced that sometimes Chohong is able to just kill them through their heal. Like he managed to one-shot the enemy. Like Chohong is also underestimated. You know, this is strong. Look at this. This deals 320% attack damage. This is actually really strong. But the thing is that they are all overshadowed by Wuyo and Chehe. That's the problem. You know, you cannot see all this because the current meta is Wuyo and Chehe. You cannot use this combo in Wuyo and Chehe meta. 67k and it's only R0. Well, Chohong is kind of crazy once he gets ramped up. Yeah. So these two is the most underestimated combo. And also, you will ever be able to see this combo in my channel because I'm the only one crazy enough who pulled both of them. This is back to, like, you know, the story of Archibald and Javid again, you know. The only one who make use of these two. But yeah, look at this combo. Look at this. This is a non-stop damage. My god, look at this too. And Chohong actually doesn't need any speed at all. Like if I am able to just pair him up with someone like like Bertrand, look at that. We actually overpowered the omnipotent elixir of Bertrand himself. Yeah, and if I can manage to stack overtime debuff on the enemy to 5 like this, Bertrand will just keep on resetting Chohong's cooldown and bonus turn, because we keep on dealing AoE damage to the enemy every single turn. So they are bound to someone who hit to reach to 5 stacks of overtime. So we'll always give bonus turn to Chohong. R6 Chohong ignores 75% defense. Yeah. But again, we cannot kill Rio with this. That's the problem. If you take out Sally for Lance, Lu Shang, Chohong dominates. Yeah, 74k, 104k creates Lu Shang. Yeah. That's the thing. Like the amount of turns that Lu Shang and Chohong moves, they can stack the accentuated buff like to the maximum. Look at that. We actually overpowered the heal of Sakura, Lian, and Sally with just 2 of them. And we didn't even use any disease. We literally overpowered their heal with maximum HP reduction and just pure damage. And this is not a point ward. This is not a PvP. So there is no damage increase the longer the battle goes on. You know, it's just pure brute force there. But yeah, we cannot see it in here because again we have a bad lineup of meta Esper in here. So yeah, so I tried this one just now and it works really good with Yukine. So let me try let me try removing Bertrand first for now. We're gonna try making a Jiang Julie lineup. Let's go. So for Jiang Julie, I'm gonna use Mavis as usual. Then Sujue. This is my best Jiang Julie lineup. But the last one, I'm thinking of actually using Jin Yu Yao. Can this actually work? Like removing all of their debuff? This combo only gets better with time. The more supports come, the better it will become. Yeah, hopefully. So let's just go. The both of them actually have potential, but it is overshadowed by all the the broken Esper that we have right now. So we will see. Oh no, I forgot we are hitting Tolan. Oh no, Tolan is a counter to Mavis in this lineup because my Mavis is the fastest Esper in this lineup. So Mavis is the target of 1 hour, and if 0 hour hit her, then she won't be able to, you know, put us into Graveless. So it's only Jiang Julie now. Almost. Yeah, look at that. This is why we need Jiang Julie to deal damage with the third skill. Like, he won't be able to kill anyone if it is not a DPS Esper. You know, if we are hitting a maximum HP Esper, then a high maximum HP Esper, then that's what's gonna happen. Just like Momo, you know, like we ignore defense. Like the demon mode also ignores defense. So hence why we can't kill the one with just straight up high HP. Oh, this is too fast. Wait. JJ loses to Ana, unfortunately. Yeah. Jiang Julie cannot kill Ana. And that's the thing about all the single target DPS Esper. But we might be able to overpower her if Mavis is able to survive longer. Now this is the thing, you know. This is how long Mavis can hold out, because every AI will try to aim Mavis. So once only manage to prevent Mavis from dying and give her 2 turns invincibility. Now by the time Mavis run out of invincibility, already have like only 2 turns cooldown on his passive. This is what I tried to aim for BADRUN first in the first place. Like if I can reduce this 2 turns cooldown a little bit more, by this time I can prevent the death of Mavis again. You see? So just 2 turns, we only need 2 turns more. That's the thing. So I was hoping for Wenlock, I was hoping for BADRUN to be able to reduce his cooldown, you know, but nothing works. You know, if that can happen, like if in the future that comes out an Esper that can reduce that cooldown, you know, then we'll definitely gonna take it for this you know, lineup later. Ada shimmer baru? No, there's no new shimmer. It's just the shimmer adjustment. I'm doing the Jiang Julie and Petros. Okay, so I'm trying out Jiang Julie combo. Like he is strong. He is insanely strong. But the thing is that, is he strong for my lineup or not? Yeah. So again, like let's try a different approach for Jiang Julie. Probably let's bring Petros together in here. Okay, we're gonna try both of them. Probably also bring Everett into the array. I don't know, like they seems like a really nice bruiser lineup. But I don't know if we can actually move with this. And because we don't have any support in here, we're gonna use Yuhime just to counter the TA there, also that so that we can move, you know, or else we cannot move at all in this lineup. Now the last one I'll probably gonna use maybe a Lusang. Let's just put Lusang there. R6 Sujue AoE debuff is so relevant. Petros already has 100% critical chance. Yeah. I'm not putting Everett for Petros critical chance. You know, I'm just putting Everett so that every time this guy got hit, Everett gotta counter attack the attacker. That's all. So this is a pure bruiser lineup. Or we can because we are using Yuhime, we can try making use of Yamato in here. Yeah. This looks good. This looks good. Although I'm using Lusang in my Momo lineup, but we will try with this one first. Gonna slow this down a little bit. Okay. So Lusang debuff block is actually quite good. But look at this. we're already winning. I mean, that is too easy. That lineup is just too easy. But yeah, they are really great. Jiang Julie killing. I mean, Jiang Julie making everybody almost dead, and Petros just finish up everybody. And look at this lineup. Like, it works perfectly with just 4 Esper. The power of Mingso and Changji combo. And then because Ethan is here and Clara is here, my Clara will definitely gonna move first, giving AP up to everybody. Mingso gonna reduce his HP to 1. Changji gonna kill someone straight away. And that's that. Yeah. So that's actually quite okay. Let's try with this. They are not someone that I probably can kill because Anna cannot be killed by Petros and Jiang Julie. But we will see. Let's go. So yeah, Petros and Jiang Julie got buffed. So that's the thing that I'm doing in here, Bang Abi. Yes. Oh no, this is too fast. So yeah, the moment Jiang Julie in demon mode hits someone, I'm hoping that it will trigger Petros. What is the word? I forgot. The irascible mode. Yeah, that one. Yeah, there we go. We got the irascible mode. Wow, and kill the Sakura. And because Petros have the highest maximum HP right now, his damage actually go up by a lot because of this. 3% of his maximum HP, but his maximum HP is the highest in the game right now. Look at this. He is very, very tanky. Oh my god, that's Leon. That's Leon, dude. And if you have Petros at Resonance 6, the passive only have 3 turns cooldown, right? Or Resonance 2. I forgot at what Resonance. Like, he reduced his passive cooldown. So that is okay, but we can actually do better with this. Should I go with this one? I don't know. That's why they reduce his crit damage. With high crit damage, you can one-shot any unit in the game. Yeah, because his percentage HP damage, this one, there it is. This one. No, this one. After casting an ability, the carrier performs 2 pursuit attacks that deal critical damage. Damage per hit 15% of the target's maximum HP up to 30% of the carrier's maximum HP. So the maximum HP damage that he dealt to the enemy can be affected by your critical damage value. And right now he has purely critical damage without any critical hit, without any critical rate. So you can imagine the damage. He is using the enemy's maximum HP to his advantage. And yeah, this is bad. We got all of our skill on cooldown. So hopefully Jiang Julie can counter this back. I think if we fight against a speed thing like this, it's better if we use someone like Fumitsuki. Yeah. Fumitsuki will be really great in here. And we are already losing this. I think Fumitsuki will be a great addition. Let me try it here. Let's try Fumitsuki in here. I think Fumitsuki will be great. Where's Fumitsuki? Yeah. So if we cannot move, then we just need to steal the enemy's movement. Top left. Stun. But still not enough. I'm suck at defending. I don't have a strong defender or HP based Esper. And we are losing. Yeah. Not so good. Like I have a limited lineup. I cannot do this. Like, let me just show you my usual Petros lineup. This is my usual Petros lineup. This guy. This guy. This is Petros. Where is Yuhime? This guy. And Fatum sister. Either Fatum sister or the Meta Yunchuan. So I use Fatum sister or Meta Yunchuan depending on needs. But let's just use Meta Yunchuan first for now. Ta-da! So this is my my usual Petros lineup. Is actually a Moroyama's lineup. This is his double hit scaled on enemy max HP based on his HP levels is over 100%. I just noticed that he will always petrify Petros because he gets 100% HP after she is killed, and auto cast her S3 bypassing Petros. Who is petrifying Petros? She gets 100%. Oh yeah. Chehe. Yes. Petros can never kill Chehe because this thing is a pursuit attack. Okay. So when Petros in his irascible mode, the 2% HP damage is a pursuit attack. So he can never kill Chehe. Petros can never kill Chehe unless he is able to somehow use his third skill and manage to kill Chehe with that, doing the last hit with this. Otherwise, the irascible will never kill Chehe. Okay. And PV, hi Afro Marco, welcome to the stream. Have you read my reply on your comment? Can you try Raven in Void War, please, in the speed comp? Sure. I will try it. Let's try. So this is my usual, Moroyama and Petros combo. So I just start with Tolan as usual. Like Moroyama is the best with Tolan. And because Yuhime and Moroyama is there, like I have a bonus speed with Yuhime. And because Moroyama will always kill someone, right after Moroyama turn, Petros gonna kill someone. Okay, so by the end of the first turn, I already killed 2 enemies. So this is my favorite Moroyama Petros lineup. Okay, and Meta Yunchuan is here to make sure that I don't die by counterattack. Because before the enemy move at all, I will have a maximum stack of immovable object, and as long as the enemy doesn't get any turn and they only damage me with a counter attack, then I will get protected by Meta Yunchuan. Okay, that's the purpose of Meta Yunchuan. So look at this. Kablam! Somebody died. Yeah, I really loved it, Mingzuo and Changji combo. And the best part is that Changji have the perfect speed to always move after Mingzuo use his second skill. Raven damage boost is certainly noticeable. It's very nice for cliff teams now. Oh really? Okay, I'm gonna try her now. Okay, let me try her. It's already clear who's gonna win this. I'm gonna just put Raven in here. Okay, like this is a really insanely good speed team. So I'm gonna just put Raven in here. Let's just see the damage. Four-man team dominating. Well, yeah. I don't even need the 5th Esper to win with that combo. So let's try in here maybe. Yeah, we already see Petros. Just the thing is that I only need to build a Jiangzhuli team. So Petros is already perfect in there. I just need to build a Jiangzhuli team. And the thing about Jiangzhuli is that he's alright. But what I want to try is probably just putting Everett and Sakura. Oh no. Mavis. Let's go. Mavis. Archibald. And yeah, probably Sakura. Where is Sakura? There we go. Can you guess what am I aiming for with this lineup? Okay, I'll give you a chance to guess. And Raven in here. Let's go. I'm gonna put Raven in the middle. There we go. Who will you level 70 next? I'm level 70 JJ next. I'm gonna level up Nora for 70. Hey, this guy, this woman here. I'm gonna level 70 Nora. Is it a surprise? Do you guys need me to explain, or you don't need any explanation? You can already guess how strong Nora is. Okay, I'm gonna be the proud owner of a level 70 Nora next. Yeah, and I'm gonna put Mavis in here as the first, so that to increase my resist, so I don't get debuffed because we don't have a cleanse in here. Raven versus Wuyo. Yes, it's okay. Because the only defender in there is Raven and Sakura and Yamato. So just by one AoE, it's not enough to trigger Wuyo's pursuit. So hopefully I still can manage to kill her. It's gonna be a battle, you know. And once you finally get R6 Nora, it's going to be so amazing. Yeah, exactly. So let me see. So the purpose of this lineup is to give the highest amount of damage reduction to Mavis. Look at this. Mavis have like 15% damage reduction absorbed by Jiang Yuli, 25% damage reduction by Sakura, and then another 15% probably from Everett. No, 10% damage reduction later after he casts his third skill, if he manages to do that. And Archibald also absorbed half of the damage that Mavis takes. So hopefully I can survive, but again, we die by crowd control. Dang it. So if you ever see Mavis line up in PvP, you know, in triple threat or in knockout, you can already guess her counter, okay? A permanent disable is a counter against Mavis. Like I cannot do anything if Mavis cannot move at all. Take it. Remember guys, if you are not convinced by your level 70, you have the reset coin item in the shop you can switch. Yeah, you can always change your mind, so don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway, can I survive this? No. And do not underestimate Archibald. Look at that. This is only Archibald damage. This damage comes from Archibald himself. You know, if paired up with Mavis, Archibald can actually deal quite some serious damage. Okay. But I need to fight against some enemy that I can actually kill. Probably this one. But I'm gonna remove Everett. Let's just use Sally in here. So I do have cleanse, okay? I'm gonna have cleanse. So I'm gonna put this one, so we got a bonus HP. So you can see Archibald absorb damage. Where is it? This one. No. Where is the share? Probably on Mavis. Where is it? Where's the text? This is what happens if you have too many texts. Yeah, well, anyway, you already know that Archibald shared the damage of Mavis, Jiang Yuli shared the damage of Mavis, Sally have 25% damage taken reduction, Sakura have 25% damage taken reduction. This can work, actually. I have a good feeling about this. Let's go. He also has this spell too. He's so good. Yeah, he also has this spell. He's insanely good. Look at that Mavis. Oh no, he still died by percentage HP damage. I didn't count towards Anna's defense ignore. Oh my god, look at that. See that? One hit. Well, we cannot kill Anna, so that's the problem. So we're definitely gonna lose this. just need to find the correct enemy that we can actually kill. No, Ana. Ana deal ignore defense and percentage HP damage, or maybe it's gonna die for sure. Ana is problem here. Yeah, or maybe I can just swap the team first. Let's go swap the team first. Okay. Oh no, there's Amir. I cannot do that on Amir. Let's just do it in here. This one, this one, this one, and this one, and Raven. I do like to put Raven in the middle so that I can see her bike. That's so cool. And this team: Jiangjulie, Sakura, Sally, and Archibald. Ta-da! Okay. So let's slow this down. We're gonna see what is happening. AP up, kablam, and then Raven gonna move, kablam. Oh my god, that hits a ton of damage to this guy. But yeah, again, look at that. That's the problem with Raven, okay? Every time I use Raven, right after she moves, she gonna die straight away. There's a problem with Raven. Whether it's a counter from Sujue, whether it's a counter from Ana, whether it's counter from Nora, whether it's counter from Chuya, whether it's counter from Yuhime. Raven's problem is that she has too little HP. You know? So yeah, let's try to line up against a different enemy. We're not gonna hit Ana because we need multi-hitter against Ana. Although if I get lucky, my Changji gonna swap HP with her, but no, Changji's target gonna be the enemy with the highest maximum HP, so we can never use that there. Let me just buy this. Okay, and let's try again. Come on. This is a normal enemy, so hopefully we can see full performance from Raven. Kablam there, kablam. Yeah, I mean, like, if it is against a paper lineup, Raven can already like clear up everyone. But in my opinion, actually guys, if you do want to use Raven, try to use her together with someone like Hime or Fumitsuki, or someone who can you know, counter-attack the enemy's attack. So if you put her in a defender lineup, like, you know, if the enemy uses a speed team to try to kill your Wuyo lineup, if you put a Raven in there in a Wuyo lineup, when the enemy attack you and your Fumitsuki or your or anybody in your lineup actually counter-attack the enemy, Raven gonna kill the enemy just like that. If they are all paper, then Raven alone is enough. And if you pair her up together with Wuyo, then yeah, they're gonna both clear up the entire enemy team with just a counter-attack. So I'm thinking, instead of putting her in a speed team, like, you already killed the enemy fast enough. But problem is that Raven gonna die by the enemy's counter-attack. So you need to actually put her in a defender lineup so that she has at least a bonus HP from a Sakura captain. If your Raven was hard to, you'll do it in one turn. Yeah, but the thing is that I'm a free-to-play player. Like, it's gonna be, you know, 10 years from now, if you want to see me having like resonance to shimmer. How are you going to deal with the Ana with this lineup? With Archibald. With Archibald. I'm just hoping that my Archibald can kill Ana. Okay. Like I said again, do not underestimate Archibald. Okay. If you put Archibald together with Mavis, Archibald actually becomes a DPS, just like BADRUN. BADRUN is a support that deals high damage. So Archibald, if you pair him up with Mavis, Archibald have 100% chance to counter to critical damage. Wait, let me read. What is it? Wait. What is it? This one. If Mavis is an ally, Archibald's critical rate plus 100% and his AP plus 30% upon landing a critical hit. So because he always lands critical hit, he gonna move really fast, you know, and he will be able to deal enough damage to just keep on spamming his skill. This is exactly just like BADRUN. Look at this, AP plus 30% is exactly like BADRUN. So that's why I already know like how good BADRUN is, because I already use Archibald. You know, a support turns DPS. So right now, we're just gonna hope that Archibald can kill Ana, hopefully. Just need to survive longer than the Ana. Let's go. Look at that. Look. Look at that damage. Yeah, do not underestimate Archibald's damage. And this is actually great. Look at that. Our Mavis last a lot longer in here. If you don't have, you know, if you don't have any disable. If you manage to cast Sakura's skill, Sally's skill, then Mavis can be protected. Look at that. Hey, we already killed the Ana. The thing is that Ana has immunity, so it's not possible to put Archie's debuff on her. Hey, do you not remember Archibald's skill? Here. Attacks all enemy 3 times, damage per hit, blah 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 blah. Each hit has a 60% chance of dispelling one buff from the target. It is a dispel. So Ana immunity doesn't work on Archibald. He hits 3 times and he has 3 chances to remove the immunity on Ana. So yeah, again, do not underestimate this guy. If you pair them up together, he becomes a DPS. just like BADRUN, you know. That's why when I try to build BADRUN, you know, lineup, I actually consider BADRUN as the DPS in that lineup. Do you have Momo? Yes, I definitely have Momo. Why? I mean, like, do you not realize, like, I've been making Momo's video for a long time now. But yeah, what do you want to do with my Momo? Like, it's already proven. I haven't actually built, you know, a Momo's and Meta Drew's lineup. Yeah. I'm actually, you know, already planning to use Meta Drew on my Momo. So let me just finish up with Raven first. Let's go with Fumitsuki. Let's go with someone that can counterattack. So it's gonna be Ana and Nora's lineup. This is good also because you can see Ana and Nora in action. And I don't know if this works, but usually I will put Ana and Nora in a Oli Sujue and Mavis lineup. Like, it's another alternative to my Oli Sujue and Mavis lineup. Instead of using Jiang Julie, I use Ana and Nora. And so we're gonna use Fatum Sister in here to resurrect everyone if they die. So let's try using this. I'm gonna remove this. We already finished with that. And I'm gonna try using the Momo lineup together with a Meta Drew. Let's go. Yep. There we go. Although my Meta Drew is currently still at level 1, but I just do hope he gonna be a distraction to the enemy because he cannot be killed. And because my Momo will always be the last person standing, so as long as Momo is still alive, like Meta Drew gonna keep on reviving himself. So yeah, the rest, I don't really care about the other thing that I put in here. So let's just put Lu Shang And let's put Sally in there. Yep. So let's go. We're gonna test this. Oh no, there's Moriyama. I didn't see that. Yeah, we're still gonna die. We're still gonna die in here. Do I want to see? Yeah, we're still gonna die. We didn't manage to see Raven's counter attack because we got hit by a hamstrung just now. But let's go. We try again. Hit that. Ah, there we go. So because Ana counter attack and Fumitsuki counter attack, you know, all these counter attack can trigger Raven's passive. So if only I have a proper defender lineup, like someone like Wuyo, you know, or Suichai, like this one, Suichai can counter attack the enemy and triggering Raven's pursuit attack. Okay, the same thing for Brewster actually. I like to pair up Raven with Brewster because if I pair them up together, the moment someone counter attack the enemy, both of them gonna do a pursuit attack. Now let me try it in here. If I can avoid this getting hit by that. Oh, look at that. Come on, let's attack, assist, and then Raven. Kablam! See? So that's the beauty of Brewster and Raven combo. You know, the moment you counter attack someone, whether it's using Ana or Suichai or somebody else, like Brewster gonna follow up with his attack. And Raven also. But it is so much better with Brewster because Brewster have five chances to do that. An R6 Sujue will be nice on your team. Yeah. But problem is I don't have Resonance in Sujue, so I cannot have it. Problem. Revive. I just need to be able to kill the switch. Don't know by what. But Nora can kill Suichai, okay? The thing is that the strength of Suichai comes from the Spirit Aegis, so he cannot be hit by a critical damage, just exactly like Momo. So the counter to that is using someone who doesn't rely on critical damage. You know, like this one. Look at that. That's why I want to level up Nora to 70. Because Nora is another Esper who can kill Suichai and Wuyo. And also Chehe. No, Chehe not so much for Chehe. But this is the strength of Nora. Look at that. Imagine her being at level 70. And also Resonance 6. Like every single attack that she receives, she gonna counter attack them. Right now, I only have 50% chance of counter-attacking, but it will end up a lot better if I can have, you know, 100% chance to counter-attack. So anyway, let's continue finding this one. I'm back, just finished up at the geo, had to get changed. Ooh, welcome back. So let's try using this lineup. We're gonna put this in the front. Momo. This one, and then who? This one, and then this one, and Sally. Yeah, let's go with Sally. And I want to put Metadru in here. Why? Because they're gonna be both at the front, and both of them gonna be the last man standing. Okay. So I'm gonna put them in the front and put the order based on speed. Was FX in that team? Who? No, Feng Sun was not in that team. His basic will do 6 times damage instead of 3. To who? Oh yeah, Nora, yeah. If I pair up Nora with Feng Sun, that will be perfect. Yeah. So yeah, if I put them together. So that's good. Although I think we can just try that. Let's just put them together in here. Yeah, this is why Nora is insanely strong, you know. So and also I sometimes use Nora in PvE. You know, I use Nora in I can use Nora in Counter Sonica. I can use Nora in for better because she pushed the AP down. Look at this. Reduces the target's AP by 10%. I can use her in for better. I can also use her in the Dark Star Lord because of this. Dispels one debuff from its ally. You know? So I can use her in Falsetto Fantasy too. That's the strength of Nora. She can be used in every single content. So let's just try using this. Might get you over that last bit of HP, yeah, before you get to level 70. Yeah. So let's try doing that. And then, what did I use with them again? Fumitsuki maybe? Let's just try Fumitsuki. And Phantom Sister, yeah. So that's great. That looks great. My Aurora is busy. I want to get her R6, but I cannot justify the Wisdom. Was hoping that she would be in the royalty mode at some point. Yeah, I also got lucky with Nora. Like I got lucky. I kept pulling her in the elemental record. So I got her to Resonance 5 by luck. But I've already wished for that for a really long time. The thing is that, you know, when Nora first came out, I really wish that I have Resonance 6 Nora for like every single time I pull gacha, you know. And only recently then I managed to get my hand on Resonance 5 Nora. Like for some reason, in a single day, all of my pulls were Nora. And I loved her ever since. Like straight up give her like full Pokemon. Straight up made a lot of changes, like a lot of lineup together with her. And she also in my Yinglong team. So yeah, look at this. We're gonna keep seeing this. Look at that. So because Momo is always the last man standing, last person standing, and she's gonna move like that, you know. So I will have Meta Drew by her side now. So that's the purpose of Meta Drew. But the thing is that if I were to ever use that combo, you know, I will need to increase my Meta Drew level to level 50. But I think I'm going to do that sometime soon because I don't see the difference between using Meta Drew level 1 in my Falsetto Fantasy lineup or not using him at all, because I don't deal as much damage as you know your Elif, you know, everybody's Elif. So whether increasing my final damage using Meta Drew or just use other DPS to deal some damage instead of you know, my Meta Drew giving increased damage to probably like my Ming Sword, is gonna end up the same, you know, the score. So I rather just use Meta Drew to steal the enemy stats. And if that happened just now, Momo and Meta Drew last for a very long time in the PvP. Like the Meta Drew can steal the enemy's attack and defense and give it to either Momo or himself. So both of them can just last there. And look at that. That's the combo of Ana and Nora in PvP. So yeah, let's try this again. But anyway, this is the last time we gonna try this. We're gonna use up all of our ticket, and then we're gonna go to Falsetto Fantasy after this, because we're gonna do the Countess on it. Alright, so good. Yeah. It's just the meta is so much better. Yeah. The meta is breaking all the good Esper. We're actually missing all the good Esper because of the meta. The meta wasn't so busted, a lot of Espers shine so brightly. Yeah. So this is why I pulled them not because of the meta. I pulled them because of their potential, you know. Every time I decide to pull an Esper, I see them based on their potential, not from their from the current meta. So if they have potential, if they are trait, if their gameplay itself is good, then I will pull them. Just like Osana, you know. even though you never see me use Osana, like every time there's an event where you know you need to kill the 20 waves of enemy, usually people will use Amir in there, you know. I actually make use of Osana in there, because Osana in that content, she is able to one-shot the enemy's boss. Again, something that I'm gonna give you a little bit of info on why Osana is good. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that Osana's damage ignores the enemy's defense, because she explodes the bleed on the enemy debuff, and bleed's damage ignores defense. It uses your attack stats as the damage that will be inflicted by the bleed, but the damage itself ignores defense. So if you have high attack, you know, if you have high attack, then the explosion coming from bleed cannot be stopped. Momo is so gross, I love her. Yeah, the very first Esper that I level up to 70 is the grossest Esper that I have in my Esper list. Momo. Like, I use her every single day in every single PvP content because of the current meta. Like the current meta where you see Wuyo in every single PvP lineup. Like, I have no choice but to use Momo that way. So yeah, let's go. I feel like Yukine fell off. Don't you think R6 Suicha is too OP? No. No, Suicha is very easy to kill. Let me prove to you. Let's just find Suichai. Oh, there it is. Straight up a Suichai. So let me show you why Suichai is not good. Let me show you why Suichai is not good. Suichai is not good. Suichai is not good. Why Suichai is not good? Because you can kill him with a free Esper. That is called Mingsuo. And Mingsuo can just kill him in one shot. Let me just gonna blam. Or I can just auto this, okay? I'm gonna auto every single step that I take. Just gonna auto that. Okay. And then I'm just gonna auto this. Look at this. Blam. You see? Where is the OP of Suichai? I am more OP than Suichai. So yeah. Too OP? No, definitely not. Beautiful. This is currently my next project is Momo R6. This is currently R1D0. Oh my god, Azurdak, why? Why you never aim for Momo in the championship? I always aim Momo in the championship. So look at this again. This lineup is insanely beautiful because I can just put them on full auto and the rest will just always gonna be the same. No blame. Oh no, this one is different. I didn't manage to kill the Wuyo, so too bad. For this one, actually I need a different lineup. Yeah, I'm dead. I didn't manage to kill the Wuyo. So in this lineup, you know, if you see a Chuyao, use Everett. If you see a Mavis, use Petros. If you see a Leon, use Ethan. So let me see right now in here. Let's go. I think this should be alright. Let's just use Ethan. So let's challenge. I'm saving for Yamato R6. Okay, now I'm converting all my Yamato shards into Momo shards. Yes, good choice. And Momo is up next. I'm going hard in the next championship. How would you buff Cecilia if you were a developer? Cecilia. Cecilia. She's actually already perfect by now. She doesn't really need any buff. Why do you think she needs buff? She's already perfect. She can resurrect her allies, which is a very troublesome thing to happen. Like if I already require a certain amount of effort to kill them, now you need to multiply it by twice. You know. So Cecilia is already great, but I think something that I want to buff Cecilia up is probably give her a little bit more buff. Like she only cleanse her allies, heal them, and give them immunity. If I were to buff her up, I probably add some shield or defense up in there, you know, making it insanely hard for you to kill her lineup. And by the time you manage to kill her lineup, she is able to resurrect all of them again. Like right now, when you manage to kill someone, Cecilia AI will straight up revive them and put her skill on cooldown. So if you make it so that by the time the enemy manages to kill your allies again, you already have your cooldown back up again, then that's it. Every single lineup that has Cecilia cannot be killed. You know, that's probably my way of, you know, buffing her up. Yeah, see. So my only nemesis in here is that whether I can kill the Wuyo in one shot or not. You know, so if the enemy Wuyo actually increase her HP as defense, because Mingsuo doesn't have ignore defense. So if it is a Wuyo, there is a chance that I might not be able to kill her in one shot. But if it is Sui Chai, because everybody will increase his attack and not his HP and defense, I can always kill him in one shot. That's why I never consider Sui Chai as OP, because other Esper like this one, Yukine, I barely managed to kill her. You know, like she managed to survive with 1 HP just now. So that amount of my Mingsuo damage, a level 70 Mingsuo with maximum critical damage dealt just now, almost almost not killing the enemy Yukine, you know, like she almost survived that. So I can never go against the top ranker in PvP, because if the enemy Wuyo or Yukine is at resonance 6, then my Mingsuo cannot one-shot them, you know. So look at this, because there's a Chuyao, I'm gonna use Efren. So yeah, if the enemy's defender lineup is at resonance 6, then my Mingsuo cannot one-shot them. But as long as they are not at resonance 6, this is what happens.
Another successful delivery.
Very beautiful, yes. I will completely rework her. She is too much like Fatum and not worth. Yeah, that's why. So if you do want to rework her, like I said just now, give her a defense up and shield, so she will be a shimmer version of Fatum's sister. Like Fatum is already insanely good, but if you want an even stronger Fatum sister than Cecilia, yeah, there we go. So right now, look at this. There's a Sujue in there, so I'm gonna put a Petros in here. So if there is no Chuyao and there is a Sujue R6 in here, Petros is there. So that's why I also cannot be bothered with, you know, leveling up my Sujue to resonance 6, because the counter is only resonance 0 Petros. Okay, it's very easy to counter her. I would give her debuff immunity like Wuyo, damage reduction for her team, as S1 will reduce S2 cooldown, S3 could reduce all cooldown, ally cooldowns. What the hell? That is totally OP. All the best Espers have a unique skill identity. Yes, and for Cecilia, her unique identity is the revive. So why not make the revive infinite, you know, like you can infinitely revive your allies. That's why instead of making the revive like having low cooldown like Fatum Sister, we already have Fatum Sister for a low cooldown revive. So for Cecilia, what if you make the allies that she revives cannot be killed? You see, so when you revive your allies, give them immunity, defense up, and shield. That's how I'm gonna rework Cecilia, if you ask me. Look at that! Yay! The beauty of Petros. The beauty of Petros against Sujue. It works the same against Mavis. So yeah, you can always use this lineup. And especially if you have a level 70 Mingswo like me, everything becomes easy with this. Petros is wonderful. Yes. So yeah, we haven't even go through the Countess sonica. I'm gonna finish this fast. Okay, we've already seen how this works. Okay.
Another successful delivery.
So yeah, the only thing I need is just because I don't use Nexus Crystal to do my point war. So in order to get back to my point war, like I need a perfect win. So I usually just hang around like, you know, point war 17, 18 or 19, you know, look at that. There's another Resonance 6 Suichai, so we're just gonna auto this, one shot the Suichai, very easy, nothing can block us. Although the Suichai here actually survive, but we can just kill him in the next turn, hopefully. I don't know, let me see, can I actually kill him next turn? Probably not. Hopefully we can, the Abigail survive. There we go. Look at that. So as long as my Abigail survive, like I never be afraid of Suichai. Like the only way that Suichai can kill me is to kill the Abigail first. As long as the Abigail is still alive, like my Mingswo have infinite HP. I can just auto the Suichai fight. Nothing stops me from killing him. He doesn't have high HP, you know, that's why. And also in this lineup, I should have used Petros, you know, because his mistake is to not use Chuyao. He should have used Chuyao, like Suichai performs the same as exactly like Momo. So Chuyao being the best partner for Suichai is already proven. So just now in that lineup, I should have used Petros, just counter the Sujue. But it's still alright, it still end up the same. Like whether they counter attack us, like they don't have enough damage, and especially my Mingswo have invincibility, so they cannot kill me anyway. So yeah, that's my opinion about Resonance and Suichai. Although if I have Suichai myself, like I will put him in the same team as my Momo. The thing is that when there is no level 70, Suichai and Momo will be a bad team to pair, because if you put Suichai together with Momo, then look at that. Obviously, like my Momo gonna be the MVP. So when I put Momo together with Suichai and I put Chuyao in there, Chuyao gonna give his Spirit Aegis to Suichai, which is bad because Momo needs the Spirit Aegis more than Suichai, you know. So by now, because my Momo is at level 70, I can actually put Suichai in my Momo lineup. Because if I put it here now, then my Chuyao still gonna give the Spirit Aegis to Momo, which gives me 2 Momo. Because Suichai is exactly the same as Momo, so I have 2 Momo in my lineup right now. So if only I can have Resonance 6, you know, Suichai, then I can make the perfect Momo lineup. You know, Momo, Chuyao, Suichai, Lu Shang, and then Meta Drew there. Oh my god, that's my dream Momo team. Almost home low. My phone is almost dead. Oh my god. Come on, charge it up. We're gonna do Countess sonica after this. Okay. And also the thing about Suichai is that if my Momo is able to, deal damage to the Suichai, then I can one shot the Suichai. Oh no, I'm the one getting one shot at first. So if I manage to if my AI manage to aim for the Suichai, then my Momo can also one shot the Suichai because it deals through damage. It goes through the Spirit Aegis. So the only problem with Suichai is why he is so problematic right now. It's not because of Suichai himself. It is because of Chu Yao, the Spirit Aegis. But the Spirit Aegis actually works for everyone. If you give the Spirit Aegis to Momo, then Momo will be the strongest one in there. If Chu Yao gives Spirit Aegis to Moroyama, then Moroyama will be the strongest in there. It's the Spirit Aegis that is the problem. And to counter the Spirit Aegis, there are 3 Esper that you need. First one is Everett. If you use someone like Mingsuo or any Shimmer Esper, then you can increase their critical rate by 100% by pairing them up with Everett. And then the next one is Momo dealing true damage, and then also Jinchu dealing true damage. And there is also Nora and Genie. Don't forget 2 Esper that purely depend on their attack, which is Nora and Genie. Genie is a forgotten PvP Esper, but actually Genie is the how to say, she's just a different version of Suichai, she's a forgotten Esper. She's a different she's another Suichai basically. So if you want to counter Suichai, just use Suichai again, which is Genie. Because Genie deals purely attack damage, so Spirit Aegis doesn't work against her. Oh yeah, I forgot to change this. Why do I use Frozen Abyss? Why the hell? I should have used this one. This one, I think, basic ability damage. If it is Momo, then I should have used that. But anyway, let's just change thing. We're gonna use this. In here, this one. Single target, ignoring defense. Or bestialized when an ally is first. They deal 70% damage. Oh, this one is much better. Okay. Should I hit this? Yeah, let's just try. You could push to point war 20, I believe. Yeah, I can push to 20. I managed to do that once. When I exploit the who is that? The Mona. You know the Mona exploit that I made on the video. Yeah, when I use the Mona exploit, I actually managed to push to point war 20. And that's the only time I managed to do that because my defense have 100% win chance. I got 100% chance to win on my point war defense because of that Mona. Because back then, nobody have Yujing back then, So all of the players who use the Mona exploit, they actually use Abigail, which is a like an inferior version of Yujing. Because when you use Abigail, if you hit someone who has Yuhime, it's gonna backfire on you. You're gonna be the one who die. So by using Yujing back then, I managed to have 100% win chance. Because if I just give my Yujing the fastest relic that I have, and then actually put Ethan in my lineup, nobody can be faster than me, with my Mona. So my Yujing gonna move first, give bonus turn to my Mona, and kablam, kill everybody. It was back then. Oh, this is another another variation of my Immortal lineup. So if you do want to watch this, I think this is a good enemy. Let's see. Hopefully I can survive this. Oh no, I got petrified. Dang it. I cannot prevent Mavis death. Ah, that was so close. Yeah, too bad, too bad. This one, yes, is the Hilda is not Resonance 6 yet. I also wish to have Resonance 6 Hilda. I have a lot of combo I want to use with Resonance 6 Hilda, mainly using Uran and Hilda in PvP. It's been my dream to use Poison in PvP. I've been using it a lot. Like back then, in my PvP, I was probably the only one who used Ife in PvP. But yeah, ever since Chuyao came out, like I can no longer use Poison because Chuyao and his partner will just, you know, remove every single debuff that I put on them. But Resonance 6 Hilda can just work exactly like Yuhime, you know, because she stopped the enemy from moving first, you know, with her sleep. And if I use Uran in there, then my Hilda skill will get reset by Uran, meaning that I have a longer time to inflict permanent sleep on the enemy. And because it is a Resonance 6 Hilda, they will never wake up from their sleep.
Thanks for listening.
And also because my Uran will extend the sleep on them, that means that bye-bye is the perfect you know, disable team. Just like that guy just now, he's using Chehe and Resonance 6 Hilda. Oh my god, I definitely not gonna hit that. Let's try this one. This is a defender lineup. We will see if we can kill the defender lineup because Nora ignores the defense. Oh yeah, it's so stupid. Somebody target Sakura instead of Wuyo in auto and yeah, that's the problem with Momo. So that's why I want to use Metadru in there and also Suichai. If I can put Momo and Metadru and Suichai in the same team, like I can counter that situation because I can steal Sakura's defense and just make her you know, a lot weaker. So my Momo can eventually kill the Sakura and go to the Wuyo.
Thanks for listening.
Or I can just kill the Wuyo by using the AoE damage coming from the Suichai. So that's why I want them both. Momo is the single target DPS. Suichai is the AoE DPS there. Okay. Just talking about this, have you faced a level 70 Sakura? She is so gross. Hey, yes I have. But have you seen my shorts? If you ever encounter Esper that have insane amount of maximum HP, like you know, a very high HP, then just swap their HP. Just use Changji. Just use Changji and Mingzuo and swap the HP, and there you go. You have no problem with HP Esper. Look at that Nora's damage. Oh my god, look at that. Did you see that?
Thanks for listening.
That's the bomb. Nora's bomb. Yeah. So yeah, you can already guess my level 70 Esper next. Nora. This is gonna be there. And it is time to Countess.
Gyrate news.
We've already wasted so much time. So now we're gonna go to the Countess Sonica. Let me see. We're gonna go to the practice mode, and let's take a look at our current lineup. And we will see when we adjust. See what can we adjust in here.
Sonica.
This tricky work as intended and counter Chuyao Spirit Aegis. It actually is, you know. Like I used Tricky when Chuyao first came on. I actually used Tricky, but because it is not really reliable, then I no longer use Tricky. But previously, I actually countered Chuyao with Tricky, you know. So this is what's gonna happen when Chuyao get counters with Tricky. Like when you hit Chuyao and you put debuff and he cleanse it, that Tricky passive will trigger. Okay, it works perfectly. It's okay. But the thing is that if you hit them again, they will and they dispel the debuff. Tricky try to cleanse it again, and it will fail. You know, like because Tricky's petrification have a chance. So once you succeed once, I think Tricky's petrification only trigger once. That's what I remember. So once you cleanse the debuff on the enemy and Tricky try to petrify them, if he fail, then he fails. But the thing is that about Chuyao, that if you hit him with multi-hits, then he gonna cleanse with the same amount of the hits that you deal to him. So if you hit him 4 times with like with an attack that hits 4 times, multi-hit, then he gonna cleanse 4 times, you know. While Tricky's petrification chance only trigger once. It doesn't trigger 4 times. So when it happens, like the petrification that Tricky already successfully triggered on Chuyao will get cleansed because of your multi-hits. So that's why it only works if you use Esper that only hit once. If I was going to buff Tricky, I would make so his passive does 50% damage each time a debuff is cleansed, and his petrify enemies will have all debuffs. Huh? What do you mean all debuffs? Like 12 debuffs? And you gotta petrify them? That's quite alright, but petrification also require a slot. So that means that you need to save a slot for the petrification itself. So it's like nerf, but make his damage everywhere semi AoE. Yes, exactly. It's once per turn chain. All debuffs removed. Oh, okay. If all debuffs removed, then you gotta petrify them. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think if it's me, then I wouldn't change that much. But the thing is that I'm gonna punish the, like, it is not about to Tricky per se. Like, I want another Tricky, like another Tricky that works differently. Like right now, Tricky punish the enemy if they you know, cleanse their debuff. So if I put something on you and you remove it, then you get punished. Okay. So what I want right now is someone that if I put something on me, if I put a buff on my Esper and you dispel it, I'm going to punish you. That's the Esper that I want, you know. So with that Esper, I can actually, you know, get really creative, because that means that Esper like Feng Sun will definitely get a total buff up there. Yeah. Because there are a lot of times you have insane amount of buffs, and the enemy will just poof with Yuyo, remove the entire buff that you already you know, put in a lot of effort to put on all of your Esper. And I want to punish you for that. You know, how dare you dispel all of my buffs? Dispel punish instead of cleanse punish. I like it. Yes, exactly. We just need another Tricky, you know, for that. Like a Tricky that punish enemy for dispelling my buff. Meta Tricky is coming. Yeah, she'll be. So if in the future Dislyte ever you know, release that kind of Esper, then yeah, you've heard it here. That's what we actually missing in here. But after you hear it, do you think it makes sense? It makes sense, right? Like we already have a cleanse punish. We now need a dispel punish. That's all. That's all I'm asking. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. And then just like what I think who was it who mentioned in a comment, you know, like, oh, I think it's Afro Marco. Yeah. Like when he asked me what what do you think of Raven? Like you know, the what kind of buff does Raven need? And I answer this, like every time my problem with Raven is that every time I dispel the enemy's buffs, they can just put another buff, you know, just like Feng Sun. Like it's useless for me to dispel Feng Sun's buff because every time the enemy moves, the buff will come back every single turn. While my Raven needs to wait 3 turns or 4 turns for the third skill to come back up. Okay, right now they make it a buff, so they buff her up so that if you have Raven at Resonance 6, I think, then you have a 35% chance of resetting the cooldown of your third skill. But it is still a chance, you know. It is not a guarantee. So if I fail that chance, then I need to wait for a long turn until you can use your buff again. But it will be too late by then. You already killed all of my lineup. So what I want from Raven is a golden buff that says something like this. There is no Esper who may have buffs in front of Raven. Something along that line, you know. Like as long as Raven exists in that game, nobody can have buffs. I wish Raven have that, you know. That will totally make Raven from useless becoming the most insanely sought after Esper. Imagine a meta Fatima who punishes hard enemies who buff. Yeah. Raven needs to get her AoE buff block back. I don't know why they removed it from her kit. Yes, exactly. But you see, my golden buff, that's what I want. Like even buff blocker. If I put buff blocker on the enemy, they can just cleanse it. That's it. Cleanse it and then buff it again. I want a game where I can stop people from just stacking buffs. Like it is already hard enough to kill a Wuyo and Sakura. Now you gotta have them with immunity, defense up, and shield. My God, and Lian can already have like permanent shield. You know, so I want to do all that. You know, Sakura without any buffs is not that scary. We also need more effects that are not debuffs but do affect the enemy, like Hammer or Metal User to make Wuyo and undebuffable Espers. Yes. That's why, like, I think I saw in the Discord channel, like the main Dislyte Discord channel, where people say that you need to put a counter, like a marker, like a debuff marker, like a golden buff on the enemy or a golden buff on your Esper for something like the damage increase coming from Meta Drew passive, or the attack reduction from Chuyao's Resonance 6 on the enemy, and the marker for the stolen stats on the enemy from Meta Drew. Like I reject that idea because, like you said, Wuyo, Hyde, Suichai cannot be affected by buffs and debuffs. So all those things shouldn't have markers. That means that for Esper like Suichai, Hyde, and Wuyo, they can still be reduced the stats by Resonance 6 Suyao, by Meta Drew's attack and defense still, you know, because it is not considered a buff or debuff. It is a totally different thing. Such a pain in the ass. I love your Raven buff idea. yeah, exactly. They actually had been added to Meta Drew. Oh really? They added the counter? Oh my god, that's bad. Why? They should have listened to me. Do not add that thing. But anyway, yeah, it is not really that important, but yeah, something that doesn't count as buff and debuff can affect Wuyo, Suichai, and Hyde, you know. So do not put marker on everything, do not put icon on everything. Like you should think about every single Esper, you know, the interaction between them. So let me change this lineup. We gonna go with BADRUN. Yes, my idea of BADRUN in here is to have a multi-hit Esper, and once they fail doing a multi-hit, then they gonna, you know, get revived and redo it again. So let me try using a multi-hit Esper. The one that can actually multi-hit a lot. I think Elif and Feng Sun still count towards the this thing. And Mateo. I'm gonna use Mateo. And that. And what should I do for the rest? We have Seer, we have Seer, we have defense down, we also have defense down in here. We have this. Oh yeah, Lusang. Let's go with Lusang. Yep. Let's just combat practice this first. We're gonna see this lineup, how it performs. Let's go. Yeah, they added the 10% damage boost counter. But I want Hell mode Cube Miracle with meta teams to find and better stats. If you want that, you need to release a lot more at meta Esper first, okay? That would be great actually. Cube is just a one-click button every 2 days for rewards. It's not even a game mode anymore. Yeah. I mean, like we just go there, like, you know, kill the enemy in one turn, and that's it. But I think it's for us. It's no longer a game mode for us, but for new players, it is still something that is fun for them. So do not forget the new players. You know, like Dislyte still need to be interesting for newer player. Otherwise, the player base will not grow. You know, the game will just stay as it is, as us, the only players, and it's just gonna get lower and lower because people get busy, get bored, newer games coming out. So yeah, it still needs to be interesting enough for newer player to play it. True, Cube is boring, but yeah, potential. Yeah, we are too powerful as endgame players. That's true. Yeah. So that's why. Do not forget the normal players. That's why, like in my club, I'm also making helping them, you know, clearing like Falset Fantasy using a normal Esper. For those players who doesn't have Elif Resonance 6, who doesn't have Sloan Resonance 2, who doesn't have Chuyao Liam or Feng Sun, all those Esper, like I am probably their best bet into making a non-meta lineup. Because if you see my lineup can be used by any players as long as they have the Esper. It doesn't require specific resonance. And that's why I want to hold out as long as possible without having a resonance Elif, because the moment I have resonance 6 Elif and the score changes, like from my 50 million usual score to 200 million, then I will no longer be able to judge whether my current lineup is better than the previous one or not, because all the numbers will be lower than 200 million. You know, so I will stop being creative anymore the moment I have Resonance 6 Elite. So right now I want to stay as I am right now. Hence why I want to get creative with Bedrun. Like right now I can judge whether my Bedrun actually make an increase or not, because my high score is hovering around this 50 million number. You know. So if I can get to 60 million with Bedrun, then it works. But if I cannot, then it is the same. But even if it is the same, like the other day, you know, 2 days ago, I make use of Bedrun replacing Eugene, and I actually end up having the same result in that team. That means that my Bedrun is actually as strong as Eugene giving bonus to my main DPS, you know. So giving bonus to my main DPS is Eugene, or whether my Bedrun deal damage himself and resetting my main DPS third skill is gonna end up with the same result. That is not necessarily a bad thing, because that means that if I ever need two teams that require Eugene, then I can have Eugene in one team and BADRUN in the other team, and they gonna perform similarly, just like having two Eugene. You know. Now, also, other than replacing Eugene, my BADRUN actually also can replace Haley. So the calamity set that I give to my main DPS using my Haley, and also the Seer and Defense down that I give, and Molten Hot debuff from the enemy that I give to Haley, actually can be replaced by BADRUN, the damage increase. So that means that I also can have two Haleys in my team. The first team can have Haley, the second team can have BADRUN, and they gonna perform similarly, just as if I have two Haleys. That's why. Now look at this. I have this debuff on BADRUN, because he is the only one who doesn't deal multi-hit right now. So let me see if I can reset all of my players first. Debuff. And that will be great. We only have function as a healer, so hopefully if Ellie manages to get the debuff, I want her to die. It must be so hard to start a new account from zero in this game and fight millions of players with R6 and Seekers. Yeah. But that's why there's what is that? A bracket, There's a good thing about the Dislyte developer. When they made that bracket, I was cheering them on. Okay, that was a really good decision. Because by using bracket, then they can separate the newer player with the old player. And look at this, everybody have debuff right now. So I wish that Countess Sonica gonna kill her. There we go. Yes, it actually works. Look at that. Ha ha ha, the debuff is gone. Now that is what I'm aiming for from BADRUN. So whether I can manage to get back up again, and increase my damage output or not, it depends on my min-maxing the Esper here. But this is something that new, like whether it is for you or for other players, like letting your Esper die will actually remove the bafflement debuff. So that's the strength of BADRUN in this lineup. But whether it's gonna increase my score or not is gonna be a totally different thing, Like it depends on my Esper in my lineup. So maybe for those of you who have Resonance 6 Elif, and after like 50 turns, maybe your Elif, managed to get a debuff there, then maybe by using this BADRUN, it can prolong your Elif and removing the debuff, and she will be able to deal damage again. Bro, so to rank in anything. Once you get Resonance 6, you are no longer relatable. Even with R6, it's hard to rank, so with nothing. Actually, not really that thing, Like, I don't use Resonance 6 Elif, but I am actually hovering around the top 7% player on the Falsetto Fantasy. So that just shows how creativity can still bring you to rank. Imagine all the players below me that have Resonance 6 Elif, but still cannot have a higher score than me.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, I cannot get back up again after I get killed once. So that's my problem. So that's the thing that I need to adjust in this lineup. But you can already see something happening in here. Oi, sub. Hi, Chabi Satoru, welcome to the stream. Yo. You are currently watching me trying to do something in Counter Sonica. So we already know how that happened. So look at this. This is 1 million only. 1 million, 2 million. Doesn't deal that much damage. How much damage do I deal with the usual lineup? Oh it's a lot more for sure. 5 million, 3 million, and almost 2 million. Yeah. This is so much better because we actually live longer. I think. Is it? Maybe because of the immunity? No, I don't think so. Shouldn't be. Like we should have been living a lot longer. That is Sujue. Do I use Sujue? Oh, no wonder my score goes down. I took Sujue's relic. Let me try using this one. It's Eugene. Yes, Eugene. Let me try using Eugene because I'm replacing Eugene in here. So I'm gonna try using Eugene's relic.
A little trouble. Let's cut to the chase.
He has really high speed, so I'm hoping I can give elixir search to everyone really fast. So let me combat practice again. Let's go. How 300 speed Leah? What Leah? I'm so jealous. Really? Like just now was only plus 220 something. It's still not as fast as the top player out there. Like the top player can manage to be like plus. No. There is no way you can get to plus 300. Like, I think if I add like probably two speeds in all my relic, it will be 2 times 6, 12. Yeah, probably around 20 more. Probably 250 is the highest bonus speed that you can get from relic, I think. And the Wuyo is win in Sonica. Yes, but I don't have Wuyo. See? I don't have Wuyo. So you can use my lineup for Countess Sonica. I have a lot of lineup for, beginner friendly player. You know, you can use this combo like Lian. Oh. Wait. Yeah. I want to do something with the first lineup. Let me see. Let me go with this. See this one. 3 million, 2 million, 1 million. Quite okay, but not as good as Eugene. I want to do something in this. Let me see. This one. Yes. Let me use this. Embla with Embla relic. Okay. Now for relief.
I give the orders around
let's just take a look at the number first. I'm gonna go here and take a look at blitz practice. We will see Liam's damage in here. Liam dealt 35 million damage. 35, right? 35 million damage. Blitz practice again. 49 million. Okay, that's good. It's already a high score there. 49 million. 29 million. Okay, so we already get an idea how much damage he deal. So let me try using this guy. The thing about Liling is that he has a really good AP control because he is all of his attack absorb AP. So if I can have him with relief set and attack Countess Sonica a lot of time, then I can control her. User NC does 500k in second. Yeah, exactly. You wanna know something? Wuyo is good in Sonica. Yeah, Wuyo is good in Sonica. Wuyo is good. I did one Shimmer summon and I said legendary Shimmer. I triggered Moroyama. I can save for battle. Nice. No time is that R1 Moroyama R0. That's unfortunate. Like Moroyama was free forever back when he was first to win. I think I switched where R1 in A triple. So R1 is actually good. We have Yamato. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, I think if you do the free Moroyama thing, then you can probably get him to Resonance. I don't know if you can still do the Moroyama, you know, fusion, but if you can still do it, then yeah, I think you can get Resonance 1 Moroyama. Get him right after free shimmer event finish. Okay. Well, anyway, back to the Wuyo thing again. So Wuyo is actually really strong in here, like because Countess Sonica keep on moving, you know. So if Countess Sonica attack you, just like the normal Wuyo, you know, once she hit enough Esper, like Wuyo gonna counter attack to Countess Sonica, and inflict, like, you know, all 3 of her attack in pursuit damage. But the thing is that because it is pursuit damage, and also Wuyo rarely ever move, so when you give her buff, it will stay on her. So you can give her like defense up buff, critical damage up buff, attack up buff, blah 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 blah, speed up buff, blah blah blah, all of those things. And the moment she move, like she gonna deal a maximum amount of damage to counter Sonica in all those 3 skill pursuit, and that's it. So like just like Liam right now, you know, Liam when I give him like defense up and critical damage up, like his first attack gonna deal 3 million damage. But then after he move a couple more times, like his debuff gonna be gone, and he will deal low damage, and then get the buff again, deal high damage. So it is fluctuative. But for Rio, she can always perform in her maximum damage. And also the thing is that if you fight in Counter Sonica in the first phase, you know, in Sentinel Hunt, because he will always stay on the first phase. When Wuyo is the last Esper standing, if you pair her up with Chuyao, she become the last person standing, and Chuyao's Spirit Egg is gonna cleanse her every single time she gets attacked, so she will just live forever. She will be able to just keep counter-attacking Counter Sonica every time she damages her. So in Sentinel Hunt, Wuyo will most likely gonna deal the highest amount of damage to Counter Sonica, and you pair her up with Chuyao. But yeah, again, look at this. How many times Counter Sonica attacking you? Like Wuyo's counter attack is really strong in here, actually. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see the damage. Why is it very low? What the hell? So Lilin didn't manage to control the AP that good. Probably because the defense down. We don't have the defense down. Yeah, that might be it. So one more thing that I want to try in here is to actually 125, 76, 119, 119, 125. Yeah, let's just use this. Another thing that I want to try is to try using Chouhong in here. I don't know why. Like, I want to give AP up to Liam, but I think giving AP up to Chuyao also works. Oh no, I don't want Chouhong to have the high. Oh, I probably have low damage because just now Liling have high attack. So my Chuyao actually pair up with the Liling instead of the Liam. Yeah, I didn't adjust the attack just now. So no wonder the Liling idea didn't work just now. 1000, 1000. Yeah. He's a little bit higher than Liam. Let me reduce that. Let's remove the attack bonus. One of the attack bonus in here. Let's see this one. Relief set. Speed, sort by speed, without any attack and attack. This one. Let's try using that. We reduce his attack. Still higher than Liam. It is still higher than Liam. What the hell? We just change all of it without any attack. Or maybe I can just use the Fuse's relic. Yeah, I think this is great. he has low attack. And I'm gonna remove this, change this to accuracy. Yeah. Ta-da! That's enough. Should be alright, like it should go well now, so let me see. How Liam OP? But I have Ming's Sword. Okay, I have really more ammo will be in this year's Shimmer River. And a new Shimmer is coming that will be meta defining. Yeah. I've been waiting for the new Shimmer. How Liam OP? Liam is OP. Liam is actually really good in here. I think they put Shimmer Ripples in team now. I hope it's not 1960. Or they give us Shimmer channels. What? Make liking faster and more accuracy. Make liking faster? Huh? I will show it. Next update is anniversary and we normally get at least one Shimmer. What are you getting for yourself in Shimmer River? Can't wait to see what that happens though. When is update? I don't know. In like 4 weeks I think. So I be Petros XP or Moriyama, so like that's what shall we wait, new. Yes, new. So if you don't actually if you don't really need the current Shimmer Esper, like you don't need them that much, then be like us, like we are waiting for the new Shimmer Esper. The new Shimmer Legendary. I think it's okay. It still perform okay with Metal Lily in here. I don't know. He actually resisted his AP download. The AP absorb. There we go. Yeah, the AP control is okay, but let me see the damage. Quite alright, like it does perform the same as TA. So not really that much change whether I use Mental Healing or TA. So now we gotta try using Chohong. Let's go. For Chohong, we just use Fusser Relic again. Like I mean, it doesn't matter what we give him. Like we only want his passive. We only want him to give Slack Body to Chuyao, and that's it. New girl? No girl. I'm currently sitting on 40 Shimmer tickets and I'm at 3650. I'm currently sitting at 250 and probably around 70 Shimmer or 60 something. As many until new Esper comes out and people test them a lot. Yeah. You need them to test. Is new Shimmer girl? No, it's not out yet. When I say new, I mean the next Esper that has not been released. Choho is the newest Shimmer Esper that's not released. No leaks? No leaks. For AP control on Sonica, I use R6 Relief TA plus Lusang. Yeah. You can actually have a lot of options there. Not only TA, like you can have TA, you can have Metal Lily, you can have Nora maybe. You can also have like Pritzker. There are a lot of options actually, and each one of them you just gotta have to test which one is better for your lineup. So right now, like just now, I use Metal Lily and whether I use TA, for me both of them perform the same. So yeah, I can now choose whether I want to use Lily or whether I want to use TA. At least I had Resident 6 TA. Okay, I can do Petros PvP. I kinda miss 3. Okay, you can actually just replay it later. I've already used up my ticket, so I cannot do Petros PvP again, but you can watch it later in the replay. Well, I think he's out of tickets. Yeah, we did so much PvP. Yeah, we did so much PvP just now. So currently, right now, we are doing the PvE so that you can see like some variation in here. But you've already said something new. BADRUN is able to remove Countess Sonica debuff. So right now I'm currently testing Cho Hong in here. See if it can actually give me some advantage, which is not. It's so low. Yeah, AP control here is very important. So you look at this, you can have a lot of options in here. Lucas is also one of the good Esper that you can try to use for AP control. This one also good. Absorbs 30% of the enemy's AP. And then basically Esper with the basic ability of absorbing AP, look at that. 80% chance of stealing 30% of the enemy's AP. This one can also be good because the third skill inflicts speed down with only a cooldown of 3 turns for Pritzker. And then after that, who else? Nobody else. Yeah. All the options are there. Lucas, TA, Metaliling, Pritzker. And that's it. Those are the options that you can do in AP absorption. And AP down is not as good as AP absorption, but you can also try it. Like the ones that is good is Yuhime, and then Valeria, and Sender. Yeah, Sender. That's it, I guess. So that means that this is already a really good lineup. We also cannot really change that lineup, so we gonna try to change this one. Yeah, let me try removing Sakura, I guess. Let's use BADRUN in here. And Sujue is at Harmony, so I'm gonna replace this. Yeah. I'm gonna use Harmony on BADRUN because he is more reliable as the holder of Harmony. Like you are spamming your third skill, this is gonna active all the time. Now this one can go on full damage. I'm gonna use the Raven. Is it being used? It's being used by Yunchuan. But I'm gonna replace Yunchuan one because Raven is able to make more use of the speed compared to Meta Yunchuan. Yunchuan can just move slowly, because he depends on pursuit attack, so he doesn't need to move that fast. And I'm still using the twin. If you do want to make use of the twin in here, like if you are a newer player, then you can try using the same team as I do. You have a lot of options. You can use the twins, you can use Gaius, you can use Chloe, you can use Yukshu. Like they are a really good option. Like in the first team here also, you can, instead of using Liam like what I have right now, you can use Feng Sun and Yukshu. The reason I no longer use that is because I want to split the team. If my Liam can deal the same damage as my Yukshu, I can use Liam in here and actually make use of Feng Sun, because when I want to use Yukshu, I need to put Feng Sun in the first team, which is kind of like a waste because Feng Sun can deal a lot of damage. When you deal damage on the first team, you can only use the defender to deal damage on the first team. So it's better to put a lot of support on the first team instead of the DPS. So Feng Sun can deal a ton more damage in the second or the third team. So that's why I changed to the Liam team in here. I don't know where, I'm lost. I was warm up. Match came back soon. I need to exercise my team building muscles. You can already do that in here, Serdar. Just delete your Elif, that's all. You want to train your team building muscle, delete your Elif. This is what I do almost every day. Every night, if I do have time to grind my Dislyte, this is what I do. I watch every single one of my falsetto team lineup. I'm tweaking them, I'm min-maxing them, I actually getting creative, how else can I increase this score without using Elif? And that's how I get it. Like I want the top 7% player without any Elif or Sloan. This is what I do. True. I also want them to bring back the S0 Celestial anomaly. I forgot which one is that. There's too much meta in PvP. I'm gonna sleep by. Bye, Chabi Satoru. I don't have Elif. I refuse. Oh yeah, you don't have Elif. That's good. Yeah. So you need to get creative in your PvE lineup. Yeah, that's how you train your creativity. You know, PvE lineup without Elif and Sloan just keep you on your toes all the time. Like you need to still make use of your epic Esper if you do want to compete. Like right now, you will see me use the twins after this. I'm gonna slow it down on the twins so that I can analyze the lineup. What am I missing? What do I need more, etc., etc. Like just now when I put the Batman in the elite lineup, I cannot heal them fast enough in the using Fuxu. So in here I don't know, like it's gonna probably be worse, but we will see first. Like how far can I actually last in here? Okay, we have everyone with omnipotent elixir. Now we just gonna keep spamming the third skill from BADRUN and giving everyone elixir surge. Hopefully by giving everyone elixir surge, look at this. I want to avoid getting hit by Countess sonica damage at all. Maybe sometimes I need to use the nether set. Just lifesteal the damage I deal to the boss. That way I don't need a healer. I can just stay like this without any healer. They're gonna lifesteal themselves back the lost health that they got, and it will be enough. Probably. Maybe if I use Nora will be great in here. Like Nora can dispel my debuffs. So that I can remove this buff blocker. So that one is, one of the concern point. We need a new AOE absorb buff. Oh yeah. No, actually you have enough. You have Asenat and Valeria. Yeah, you have Asenat and Valeria if you do want to make use of them. Hence why Valeria is supposed to be just like Lapis. When she first came out, people should have used her, but she did not increase your score as crazily as Ellie, so she's not really that popular when she first came out. But really, Valeria is actually a boss killer. She is made specifically for boss content. She is really strong in single target DPS. She performs exactly just like Sander. She goes fast. That means that she's gonna not gonna waste too much turn on the support. Yeah, she's like I still think Lapis is the DPS expert that we are supposed to go in the facet of fantasy. Not so OP. Still have a gameplay that you need to follow. Oh, really? I actually managed to get higher score than mine. See, that's the strength of BADRUN. Is it really because of BADRUN? No, it's actually because of Liam. But yeah, it actually managed to deal quite an okay damage. Ooh. Abigail lost hers. Which one? You guys scored damn nice work. Yeah. So, too bad it is a practice mode. But I think this is okay, but maybe, even though I deal more damage, but I died a lot faster. Should I have a little bit of heal in there? Heal. Yeah, I still think that Abigail is needed in here. Should I tie Abigail? He is being used by Fatum's sister. Or I'm just gonna use Leon. Yeah. Let's just combat practice again. I never noticed the police are chasing Sonica. What police? What police? We are lost her. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you mean the absorb buff is a shield, you know, absorbing the damage from the enemy. So I was thinking about Asenat and Valeria. So your absorb buff is the absorb buff, the one from Abigail. Yeah, that one. The lifesteal buff. Yeah, I also miss that. You know, I love Abigail when she give the absorb buff. Like when I also do my Countess sonica, my basically my facet of fantasy back then when we still have the absorb buff, it was the perfect lineup for me because I used Brewster, Abigail, Haley, Clara lineup back then. So it is actually perfect. Like I have my own lifesteal. You know, so the cleanse is there, the lifesteal is there, the shield is there, the attack above is there, you know, everything is there. It was perfect, but they removed the absorb, like the lifesteal, so I need another extra healer in there. Another side effect. Yeah. Can you hear the police sounds lot in the Sonica battle? Where? Where? No, I don't hear them. Is it on the end screen? Oh, it's on the end screen. Let me watch it later on the end screen.
Let's get it.
Oh yeah, by the way, I think I need to min-maxing my my first team lineup in here. It's still not optimal because I'm supposed to have Chuyao giving Spirit Aegis to Liam, but Liam is supposed to give Gemini to Tie instead of Fatum's sister. Yeah. This is I need to rework on my first team in here. So I still can beat my high score in here, but the most important news that you can take from tonight's stream is that the bafflement debuff, this one, see the bafflement debuff in here, can be cleansed by reviving your allies. So if you have BADRUN in here, then you can revive your allies and remove the bafflement debuffs in the sound in the battle. Maybe it's because I have headphones. Really?
Let's get it.
Yeah, I don't really hear the siren or anything or police. Police siren going whoa, really? Oh, that sound. I don't think it's a police sound. Like like that. It's not a police siren. It's more like a lighthouse siren.
Get it done.
I don't know. For me, it sounds like a lighthouse siren, more like a, you know, a a fire alarm siren, you know, instead of police siren.
Let's get it. Let's get it done.
Ooh, look at that! I reset the performance on switch. I can have a more chance to inflict damage to the enemy. Hopefully my Abigail resurrect the bedtime. Anyone
Let's get it.
wins. Anyone, just resurrect anyone. Come on. Just have 30 more turns.
Let's get it done.
I think revival for my team in here, revival is important. Like if I get trouble in here, then I can revive them and they can still deal damage like that. But obviously I cannot have all 5 Esper of mine dying at the same time. Like I need only one main DPS to keep dying, so I can just keep resurrecting them. I think it's gonna work perfectly with Mingsuo, this kind of strategy. I can just have Mingsuo deal damage to Sonica and then die and then get resurrected again and die, resurrect, die, resurrect, die, resurrect. So I don't need to actually deal multi-hit on Mingsuo. Every time he die and get resurrected, he will remove his bafflement debuff. So I can use a single hitter Esper to actually just kill Sonica. That works fine. It can actually work. So yeah, this is okay. Currently okay with the Abigail. Bertrand and Abigail combo is okay. That's good. I just need more revival, I think. Can I make this kind of team? Let me see. Can I make a Brewster with another revival? Do I have another revival? Revive. There's no revive in here. The only other revive that I know is this one. The frog. Yeah, let's just try to use this, and probably who can protect my Esper so they don't die easily. Sally maybe? Wait, that is Chu Yao? What?
I haven't.
Okay, this is actually quite okay for a lineup. Let's try again. Yeah, I think you're right. That sounds more like fire side. I might take my meta build to 60. I don't have the thickness for level 1 build. Exactly, just like me. Just like me. But it's gonna require some time before I adjust my meta so that I can steal the enemy's attack and defense. Like, I'm gonna give him the fastest relief set I can have to him, and then he gonna keep stealing attack and defense for my Esper. And then actually use someone like You know, like Mingsuo. I think I can work it in. Oh yeah. After this, let's try making that after this. Okay, let's go. Once I get my R2 meta do, I will. I just got one R and I still have a lot of currency left to do speeds. If I get lucky, I can hit Resonance 2 without spending extra. Nice! What are your predictions for Meta Ali's powers? My prediction is S3 spam. My prediction for Oli is S3 spam. Here's the thing. What I you know, how to say, suspect, not suspect, more like what I anticipate is this. First, they release Metadru. Metadru is an Esper that gets stronger or make his other allies stronger the more you revive them, you know. The faster you revive them, the faster you will get the strength back. Like the faster you can deal damage to your enemy without wasting too much turn. So the way to do that, they release BADRUN. So by auto-reviving your allies, you don't waste any second. You can straight up revive the dead Esper and you get the passive bonus of Metadru straight away. So they perform really well, you know. And it is predictable because they are all friends. If you follow the story so far, they are from House of Ramses. Metadru and BADRUN is acquaintance. So BADRUN actually makes Metadru, if you make Metadru go up to level 60, then BADRUN actually make Metadru perform very well in PvE at level 60 instead of level 1, because at level 1 it is an exploit. You actually exploit the fact that Metadru die in a single hit, and then if you can move 8 turns fast enough, then you will get the passive from Metadru after that, because Metadru gonna revive himself. But the thing is that it is slow. It is actually an exploit that is not following what you can get out of Metadru. Because here's the thing, if you doesn't have Metadru at Resonance 2, then you need to waste 8 turns before your Metadru revive and actually increase your damage using his passive. Hence why I also myself cannot use level 1 Metadru in my lineup, because for the damage increase, where I don't have 200 million damage Elif, 5% damage increase is useless comparing to the 8 turns that I lost with Metadru doing nothing. And also, if I want to get to the maximum stack of Metadru passive, that means that I need to wait 40 turns before I can get his power in full. Okay, 40 turns. Because I need Metadru to die 5 times and revive 5 times, and each one of them require him to wait for 8 turns. So I wasted 40 turns in order to get a 50% damage increase, where I don't use it on someone like Elif who deal insane amount of damage. So the 50% damage Elif, 50% damage increase is already too late by me wasting 40 turns to someone that deals probably like Brewster 300,000 damage. So it's using Metadru at level 1 is actually not gonna like it probably gonna have the same result as if I bring a sub DPS instead of Metadru himself, you know. So that's Metadru. So BADRUN actually makes Metadru perform a lot better, because if you can have your Esper die, you know, they're gonna get revived instantly, and you can have all 5 of your Esper die now instead of just Metadru. So if you can get that within the very first turn within the battle, then you can have your Metadru passive buff for longer, much longer. So now, what else does BADRUN have? So BADRUN, the Omnipotent Elixir, make you auto-revive. So his other trait of BADRUN is to make you able to cast your third skill twice with the added bonus of 30% AP. So what I suspect to happen on Meta Oli is for him to have a third skill that is gonna be insanely good if you cast it 2 times. Okay, so that's why that is the whole reason, not the whole reason, but one of the reason why I straight up pull BADRUN to Resonance 6, because BADRUN is useless below Resonance 6. So if it actually happened to Meta Oli, that he gonna really need the elixir search from the BADRUN to maximize his potential, then nobody else can have BADRUN after his banner is gone, because you need him at Resonance 6, and there is no way you can get him at to Resonance 6 without wish stones. So that's why he is an Esper that can only work at Resonance 6. So if they really become a trio, like the 3 Musketeer, Meta Drew, BADRUN, and Meta Oli, then definitely BADRUN skill, the elixir search, gonna be exactly made for Meta Oli. That's what my prediction is for Meta Oli. But I don't know, like, you know, sometimes it's not gonna be that easy. So we will see. We will just see. Like I probably gonna be wrong, but it will be very, very funny if it actually is correct. You know, like my prediction. But anyway, have we seen the test just now? I was talking so much that I didn't see what's happening in the Countess monitor. Would be nice if Meta Oli will synergize with Meta Drew, something like Oli cannot die as long as Drew is on the field. Yeah, maybe they might be doing that, because looking at the lore, Meta Drew is always there to protect Oli. So maybe there's something to do with protecting Oli, just like the story of Fuse and Embla. But another thing is that they already have that with Fuse and Embla. So if uniqueness is something that they, you know, hold tight, then they probably won't have another Fuse and Embla combo. You know, hey, look at that! I'm breaking the high score again. So this is not that good actually. Yeah, I didn't see them perform, but looking at the score, I think I'm hoping for like a 3 million damage at least, but it is a new high score. So yeah. So anyway, like you cannot you know now that by reviving your allies a lot faster, like it's gonna be good to remove the bafflement debuff. So now we're gonna try with the Meta or Meta Drew at level 60. So I'm gonna level this up. Level 60, let's go.
It's time to attend today's masters.
I can always reset him anyway. So if I ever need him to go back to level 1, then I'm gonna just reset him. But right now I want him to steal stats more instead of, you know, just die and waste 8 turns for me. Steal stats for me, please. And I can now use probably a Mingsuo in here. Let me see. Let me see if I can have Mingsuo. And I can actually abuse this. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, you know. I'm gonna totally abuse the fact that Mingsuo will always gonna die in the second phase of Countess Sonica. And I'm gonna bring Meta Drew, and then Eugene, and then BADRUN. So I have a lot of revival in my hands, and that way I can
attend today's masters.
There is not enough sources. by this. Okay. Ta-da! Metadru.
It's time.
Also and the rival. I think I'm gonna
Customers'
give
letters.
him rival run. So I'm gonna try him in
It's time to attend
with both
today's
of them.
match.
Let's max this out.
Drew, at your service.
Convert materials. I need 14.
Drew, at your service.
And then 30.
Drew, at your
And
service.
I've already used this up, right? And how much for this? 27 times 5. 27 times 5, 135. 135.
Drew,
Divide by 2.
at your service.
63. How much is that?
Drew,
27.
at your service.
Hey, lacking by 10. Let's go. Okay. Let's boost him up.
At your service.
He needs to be really, really thick so that he can stand side by side with Momo. So anyway, can you guess what I'm gonna do with him in Countess Sonica? So yeah, abusing the fact that Mingsuo, his invincibility gonna be dispelled by Countess Sonica, so he gonna die very, very fast. So I'm gonna pair him up with a lot of revivals, so that every time Mingsuo die, he gonna trigger Metadru's passive. You know. So by the time my Mingsuo can actually deal damage, he already get like the maximum amount of damage increase from Metadru passive. That's what I'm aiming for. Assuming that my Mingsuo can deal damage at all to the enemy.
Drew, at your service.
Or Metadru revives twice as fast when Ali is on the field. Oh, okay, that also can work. Yeah, like it doesn't make it too obviously OP, but it is a good thing. See, can you hear it? Afro, can you hear it? But I will always give elixir to Mingsuo too, since he will always be on 1% HP. No, it prioritizes if he already have. If Mingsuo already have the elixir, then he will prioritize to someone else without the elixir. But every time Mingsuo die and get resurrected, he will be the only one without the elixir. So it will be prioritized by a veteran, you know. So right after that, right after everybody have elixir, then every time Mingsuo die, yes, the elixir will always gonna go to Mingsuo after that. So that's why it's a good thing to have to try this lineup. So we will see if this actually work. What? Just wave voice? No, the voice I that end in the flat screen. I'm not crazy. I never noticed that. Yeah, nobody ever noticed that. Azure Dark, you're the only one who ever heard that. So we finished boosting this. It's already at the best. Now we gotta go here again. Concept of fantasy. Go to sonica. Let me reset the gear, and then I'm gonna remove this. And let's see. We're gonna go Mingswo. We gonna go BADRUN. We gonna go Metadru, and we gonna go Lu Shang. I don't know how am I gonna heal with this lineup. We don't have a heal, but yeah, we will just try this. Let's go. How can I heal in this team? We're just gonna depend on resurrection, all of us. Let's see, the Raven. Yeah, we will deal low damage on the last team, because I'm taking all of their gear. So we will only take a look at this second team, okay? Their and their and their damage. Look at this. I'm gonna use the relief on him, this one and this one. Okay, let's go. Ada combat practice. This is speed, right? Do I want attack? Do I want speed? Do I want HP? No, I don't really need HP. There's no other thing. So speed. Let's go. Combat practice. Do you have R2 Haley? You could put Nether Set on her and give to all other espers. Yeah, but I'm using Haley on the first team, so I cannot. Yeah, unless I remove Haley from the first team, but that will reduce the damage of my Liam by a lot. So I need to rotate Haley if I want to use her with the Nether Set and give it to everyone, you know. But then again, I don't have the slot. That means that if I want to put Haley on the second team, then I either need to remove BADRUN or Metadru, which is not gonna have the same result that I want. Alright, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the slot is problem. So that's why, like, every time I analyze video or make a Dislyte Esper guide video, like I always mention, you know, the thing about this game is that you can only ever bring 5 Esper. Remember that. So the more utility you can have in a single Esper, the better they are. So imagine in the future where there's gonna be an Esper that can have every single buff, and there's an Esper that can have every single debuff within a single Esper. Now the other 3 of your other Espers can just go full on damage. You see? So just 2 of them with all those things, you know, all those utilities. It's gonna be insane to have that kind of Esper. Hence why Chu Yao, who can already give Seer and defense down permanently on the enemy, is insanely strong, and also making you do pursuit attack, and then Feng Sun, who can give all kinds of like, you know, offensive buff to all of the Esper every time they move. They both are perfect for the King of Buff and the King of Debuff there. The yin and yang. Exactly the same with the character themselves. The yin and yang. So they're already insanely good paired up together. We have one of them. So we just have the other. We just need the other utility. You know. Also, Feng should have the heal. You see. So BADRUN can be there to be the revival, and also the harmony spam, and also the S3 spam for everybody. You see. So that's the utility that I'm aiming for. Like the slot that you can fill up is limited, the 5 Esper. So in the end, like you know, eventually you will only ever need 15 Esper to deal the maximum amount of damage to any other boss. You know, 15 Espers. So that's not what we're aiming for in looking at Esper. 15 top Esper. Might change or might change not. I might not change. Just like Elif right now. Elif is already like the best pick for DPS Esper, so it might not change anytime soon. But if you can have an Esper that actually performs similarly to Elif, but a little bit worse than Elif, do not just compare him or her with Elif and say, oh, it's better to just take Elif instead of this Esper. No, why not use them both? Because you have two teams. You can have two teams. I mean, you need to build 3 teams anyway. So if you can have 2 Elifs, why not? Like, it's a good thing. Just like BADRUN, Like BADRUN can reset the allies S3. Why not use Abigail? Why not use Eugene? Why not use Hachiko? They can all perform much more reliable than BADRUN. But no, you now have an extra Esper that can reset your ability cooldown. Okay? So if you ever need more reset in other lineup, then you have it with BADRUN in here. And the thing that BADRUN brings differently compared to the other resetter is that he also brings revive together with him, and also he deals some damage, like he also deals damage himself. And he is the perfect harmony holder. Look at this. Every time he casts his skill, like he resets the harmony. So I always deal full damage. But look at this. Look at this. My wings will keep on reviving, and it keeps triggering Metadru's passive. You see, the only mistake I have here is that Eugene is actually pairing up with BADRUN instead of Mingswo. But this is quite okay. This is still okay because by pairing her up with BADRUN, then I can have everybody full on elite research. But it is actually bad for Metadru because Metadru will not steal the boss's attack and defense. We will see how this goes. Like if my Mingswo can live forever without dying, look at that. He keep on triggering Metadru's passive, but he always on the field because he keeps getting auto revive. Look at this. I can deal full damage using Mingswo. He never get the bafflement debuff. This is the perfect lineup for my Mingswo. Oh my god. Yeah. We already run like almost 7 turns, and we haven't seen Mingswo like he keep getting revived, but look at this. We already have Eternal Passage to 4 stacks.
Let's get it.
I feel like they were scared to make Metadru too strong. Probably. But it is already expected. I mean, the Meta Esper, like Meta Liling, Meta Yunchuan, Meta, they are unique in their own way, but they are not as much as to be like, insanely OP. Because if they make them insanely OP, then there is no way for other players to kill them anymore. They are like a special occasion Esper. So if they make them too OP, like for example like Elif kind of OP, so people gonna complain. Like if you just came to this game as a new player and you want to spend like $1,000, $10,000 into the game to be like at the top rank 1, but you can never do that because the rank 1, if you want to get the rank 1, you need Meta Liling, like for example, Meta Liling deal more damage than Leaf, then that's it. The game ends there. Only old players will ever be able to call the rank because you need Meta Liling to be at the top rank. But yeah, look at this. Oh ho 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 ho! I think this can work. Yes. So Wings War already deal 3 million damage, which is what my aim is with the veteran team. So this can work. This can actually work. I just need to change the HP from Wings War to veteran to be the lowest. So I'm gonna need veteran to have more HP. We're gonna use a different, a different harmony set. This one gives HP. So this can work. This can work. Let me try again. There we go. Yeah, I get that feeling too, Afro. Mostly all aspects of Suji have been kind of weak in regards to damage apart from Elif. I think Elif broke Dislyte. Yeah, Elif broke Dislyte. If only Elif never came out, like right now everybody is still like, making use of Lapis, and Lapis not gonna bring you to 200 million damage. And I think a lot players will be more creative, like what we found with Lapis, pairing up Lapis with Cho Hong will be something that people will find out and try into their falsetto fantasy. Like now, I think we are the only ones who know how good Cho Hong is. You see? Like nobody ever tried Cho Hong because he doesn't work with Elif. That's all. That's the only reason people never try him. Because people will ever try the new Esper with the current meta. Or the Esper that they think is the best. They will always only pair them up with those Esper. Never in their mind, every single player out there, never in their mind to ever think about pairing an Esper with epic and rare Esper. That's the problem with the current Dislyte state, The epic and the rare Esper is forgotten. But if you watch my stream, if you watch my video, I always think about the epic and the rare Esper. Because I never rely only on the legendary Esper. Like right now, in the Countess Sonica, I'm still using the twins, Chloe, Yuxu, In Powetter also, I'm still using Yuxu. So I'm still thinking in epic and rare Esper. Cho Hong plus Unas plus Lapis. Yeah, exactly. I think that will give Lapis the highest damage possible for her. But because it will never ever come close to Elif, then nobody ever tried it. They also only ever think about Unas because, like, a top ranker, all the players out there, the one that spend money into the whales, they have all shimmer legendaries, So when they think about Lapis, who will get a buff every time she gets an AP up, they pair her up with Unas. Then they also none of them ever find out about the Yamato combo. Yeah. You remember, right? Asuna, my PTR testing with Lapis, our best choice back then was actually Yamato instead of Unas, because not everybody have Resonance 6 Unas back then, and the effect that Unas give to give AP every single hit he deal is only on his Resonance 6. Only now that they adjust the Esper and they put it on Resonance 0 Unas. But back then, if you want to do what Unas can do right now, you need Yamato. So you see, like people only see the current meta. That's all. So let me see here. Okay, this is Mingsuo. Look at this. So Mingsuo is not supposed to be able to avoid the bafflement debuff from the Countess Sonica because he doesn't deal enough multi-hit attack. But because he keeps on dying, every time Countess sonica deal damage to him, I can always reset his bafflement debuff. So right now, the only thing that I can add in here is probably, I think, Yujing and BADRUN is kind of like overkill. Like Yujing herself is enough to probably protect Mingsuo, you know. I probably don't need BADRUN in here, but the harmony do help actually. So if I can change, like replace one of them with someone like Chuyao, then I can put defense down and sear on the boss. Look at this. I'm dealing this much damage without any defense down, without any sear, without any attack up, without any critical damage up. Yeah, this is without any buff and debuff. Yamata gave so many stacks because it was AP share from every single hit from every enemy. Yes, exactly. So I wonder, like, how many months until they figure that out? You know, using Yamato for Lapis. If only I have Lapis, you know. I wish when we did the gacha the other day, like I wish one of the Wind Elemental ticket that I pulled contained Lapis, because even at Resonance 0 Lapis, I definitely gonna build it. I'm definitely gonna try her out in this kind of, like, you know, PvE content, and just pair her up with Yamato and Choho and see how it goes, because I don't have Unas. If it can actually perform really good, then I'll just give Lapis a Bilimon, and that's it. I can make the third team, you know, instead of the booster team, because the first team is always the requirement team for the first phase. The second team is always gonna be my Mingsuo. He deals the most damage out of all of my Esper right now. And the third team, I'm still using Brewster. If Lapis can actually deal more damage than Brewster, then it is time to replace my Brewster. Look at that, 2 times third skill from Mingsuo because of BADRUN. So yeah, he can deal a lot more damage because he is paired up with BADRUN. So look at that, we managed to kill 4 million damage in here. So this is actually a really good lineup. Maybe you know, I can replace either BADRUN or Yujing with someone like Chuyao, but Chuyao is already on the first team. Probably a Feng Sun. Yeah, Feng Sun can give defense down, attack up, and critical damage up. So this is actually a really good option. Let me see. He has the Calamity set in there. Let me just blitz practice in this. We already see how they perform. See how it goes. Actually the same. It actually gives the same result as Yujing. So this is how you judge Esper, you know. Like for Yujing, I give bonus turn to Mingsuo and make his accentuated stack up faster. So the damage increase from doing that is actually the same as giving my Mingsuo attack up and critical damage up buff, and also inflicting defense down to the boss. Although the defense down is not permanent, but I think the attack up and critical damage up is almost permanent if you use Feng Sun paired up with Lu Shang, because Feng Sun is a support Esper and Lu Shang reduce the cooldown of you know, support Esper like Feng Sun. So Feng Sun will be able to spam his third skill a lot faster. So the attack up and critical damage up is permanent, so only the defense down is not permanent. So those increase is comparable with Yujing. So now I can either use Yujing or either use Feng Sun, and probably if I want to split the Meta Drew and Lu Shang, I can put Lu Shang in here on the third team and use something else in here. Probably someone with a Seer and somebody that can you know, help Mingsuo even further. But right now I'm just we already you know, used up all of our time for this, so I'm just gonna blitz this, finish my dailies, and that's it. That's the end of tonight's stream. See, ooh, new high score. Don't know why. Probably got lucky with the Liam. So that's good. So now I'm gonna adjust with the Ming Sword, change this with Ming Sword, because now I know a way to avoid getting bafflement debuff. So I can now use Esper that you normally wouldn't think of when you are dealing with Countess Sonica, which is a non-multi-hit Esper. So look at that, I'm ranked 6% there. 1% increase from my usual one. Oh, I haven't even do this, oh my god.
Swap to a new record or some new
I haven't even do my dailies. Faster, faster, let's go.
Swap to a new record or some new tasks.
This one, do I have anything else in here? Yeah, I haven't even watched the season story. I need to watch this someday if I have the time. This one also, I think I've already finished this. Yeah, we already finished this. There's nothing better than this. It's also really easy to finish that. This one is nothing there. Oh yeah, I forgot, I could have saved. Oh no, this is locked. Okay, I thought I'm gonna get a definite from there. I could have saved a definite. You know, I took 3 definite from the echo. Here, oh yeah, I also want to. We're gonna try using BADRUN here, I guess. Yeah, this one, the Momo lineup with BADRUN. Let me see. Let's challenge this. See how BADRUN helps my Momo lineup. This is great. Because BADRUN will never die. He will stay side by side with my Momo. Oh my god, they are strong. This is great. Oh my god, look at that. Look at the pattern. Still standing. Now look at this. I usually, if I'm level 60 Momo, I'll be having trouble against this Sakura. But now I have the help of this guy here. So if I ever stuck with the Sakura in here, I will just steal Sakura's defense and attack, and probably deal more damage. Actually no, like my Momo deal true damage, so whether she has high defense or low defense, it won't change my Momo's damage. But at least I have someone to accompany me in there. Just for a distraction for the enemy. They will never figure it out because they are so fixated on Unas. Yeah, they are so fixated on Unas. Right now I am aiming for D3 Fatum Sisters because I recently got their resonances. Ooh, nice. Yeah. I think the divinate is not that important in Fatum Sister. Fatum Sister divinate only
Hi everyone, we are
AP.
Destiny.
And any ally revives the AP plus 10%. Yeah, it is actually quite good actually. Their AP plus 30%.
Hi everyone,
I should also take this to tier. Yeah. So yeah, this is really good. This is really good. I should get this to resonance to level 3 too. But I don't. I have limited amount of this thing, so I cannot just spam it. Yeah, look at this. I use it up on BADRUN and BADRUN because theirs are much more important. So we're gonna go to the task. We finish this task to the Sentinel Hunt. I'm gonna do the Countess Sonica. Let's just do this. Blitz this. Probably the win. We've already get enough Inferno. The next Esper gonna be either win or flow. Or maybe I'm also hoping to get either Lapis or Suichai. Yeah, if I can get Suichai, I can put him in my Momo lineup in PvP. And also if I get Lapis, I can try building her up for the Falsetto Fantasy. Cube. This one. Okay, so we're finally done with the dailies. Oh, I haven't.
You completed that much quickly. Here's your reward.
So that's it for tonight's stream, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next new Esper. I think we are done testing all of the, BADRUN, the shimmer adjustment. I only have Jiang Julie, Raven, and Petros, and we've already seen Raven still need buffs. Jiang Julie is already good enough. Petros is insanely good, insanely strong right now. Petros, so yeah, we've already tested everything. So the next time I'm doing Dislyte again is probably when new Esper comes out. So yeah, maybe until Meta Oli and Anniversary. Yes, exactly. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for those of you stay up until now. It's a 4-hour stream. Yeah. So thanks for staying here, Sir Dark, Afro Marco. So I'll see you in the next Esper. Bye bye.